and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
We're not adults, so just be there and listen. I just want someone to yap to. And I just feel like I'll be fine if someone just hears me talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
You're doing a really good job. And I don't think I tell you that enough. And I know sometimes we get into it and it's just hard on both of us. But, try to understand me more and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
Milwaukee's Black Talk lives here. You are listening to 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock right down. And by lock right now, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. This has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Low Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's really what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
awesome.
Where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Low.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Low, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Low from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Low Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio. And I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Monday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Thank you for joining me this August 4th, 2025. We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Salute to everybody in the chat. I see y'all done already got started in the chat. DJ see, they didn't already, I ain't even started the show. Kawanda, Sincere, Ronnie Ray, Real in the chat. Josh, how y'all doing? Jeff, S.E., powerful. The chat already warmed up. Salute to everybody out there that's listening in Radio Land. It's Monday, and y'all know how we get down on Monday. I'm going to need y'all before we start the show. I need y'all to get on one accord with me, Truth Nation. We need to get as one. We need to come together. We need to get the energy all together as one. And how do we do that? Through prayer. Let's get the miracle Minister Kevin on the lines. How you doing, Minister Kevin?
Hey, Troy, I'm doing good. How you doing, my brother?
Hey, I'm feeling powerful.
Y'all see, they got you going. I had to look at the chat when you were saying, wait a minute. Oh, man, they done got the whole thing going on there. Are they going to invite you to it? You going to invite you to your show?
Hey, I'm just trying to, you know how the chat get down. You know, that's diehard Truth Nation. Hey, they in the chat.
I love it.
But how you doing, Miracle Minister Kevin?
Man, I'm good. I'm just feeling a little woozy. Getting ready. Just wanted to make an announcement. I will be, well, I ain't going to say I will be. I may be having another surgery. I didn't have it yet. The one on August 12th.
Another
next
surgery?
Week, Tuesday. So, just be like a fourth one. I ain't had one in a while, but this will be the one on my hand. Remember, I told you the left hand they want to do, but God touched that one already, so we ain't got to worry about that one. So I told everybody to keep praying for the right one, because that's the one they want to cut up on next week, Tuesday, on the 12th.
Oh, wow.
But if God work a miracle, if he work a miracle, we ain't going that way. We're going to just let God have his way.
Right.
Give him the glory.
Or let him guide the surgeon's hands. You know,
whatever he chooses to do.
Right. Well, look, we praying for you.
Whatever he chooses to do.
I think every time that we can get you here for Monday prayer and out in the community after what happened to you is amazing. Every day is amazing to know that you're up and you're still dedicated to doing the real work in spite of. And so you got our prayers for a speedy recovery and let God's will be done.
Yeah, and you know what? Every day I see something that's going on in the community. Like recently, I think last week, Monday, the Lyft driver got killed on East Brady Street.
Right.
And because a 22-year-old was running from the police and slammed into his car, slammed into a car. I don't know if it's 22s. The 22 that are injured, somebody else got killed. The driver in the Lyft got killed. But whatever, I mean, it's just crazy that, some people, they run into different issues, different things that happen out here because of the malfeasance of so many people who want to just be reckless out here. And some people got spared, and some none is lucky. So, like I say, every day it's a day of thankfulness, because God has kept me. He kept me, so it could have went the other way. And I'm sitting right here in front of my shero. I ain't gonna talk about. Let me not say anything. I'm sitting right here in front of my shero. She with me today.
The shero.
Alexis.
That's powerful.
My shero.
Tell her I said hey.
Yeah. She hear you. She got you on YouTube.
Well, check this out, Minister Kevin. What was the message for the weekend? What was the message for this Sunday?
I taught Sunday school lessons, talk about prophecy and perspective. And so we have to learn how to put prophecies and perspective in the Bible. Now, me, myself, I know it's may clash a lot of people, but I don't even believe that there's any prophets today in this day and time. I don't. I see them in the Bible, and I see the prophecies that went up. We had the prophecies in Revelation, and that tells us about different things we should look for, and it still don't mean that in time. We talk about wars and rumors of world, earthquakes, all these different things, and this has been going on for a while. But I say we don't need to worry about the end time. We need to worry about our end time, not the end of the world, but our end. We go come to a cease. So that's what we need to worry about more so than being resurrected or anything like that, because we don't know what our last day is going to be. So we keep looking for something else. We don't have to worry about that. Worry about your next step. That's it. But so if I do put prophecies in perspective, I know how to read the prophecies and see things and not get overly excited every time something pops up. Back when Reagan was president back in the 80s, they would say he was the Antichrist. There's been everybody's been the Antichrist. But yes, the Antichrist is not here. You've been through that too. You've seen all that.
I talk about it all
Ronald
the time.
Wilson Reagan, 666.
I always told somebody, why would God tell you about me? See, I can get deep. See, I don't do none of that, I don't, so you telling me God always gossiping, like he talking to you he gossiping. I don't know. I gotta just bag away from it. God bless you.
Right.
Hey.
Right. And then these Latter prophets want to be out here telling you about, you finna get a house, a job, a car. I got good credit. I already had that coming. So don't tell me God said. God ain't never said told nobody about
going to get a low interest rate anyway because you had good credit.
If he ain't said that about my soul in danger, I'm about to die and go to a burning hell, he ain't said about that, but he going to tell me I'm going to get a car. Man, you don't get out of my face.
You know, I always tell people, like, we always, that once that fire and brimstone kicked in, it's like almost like the negative. It sounds like when people talk, the negative have more power than the positive. Like, if you do this, karma gonna come right back on you. I don't want to hear that. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, all right, God bless you. That's what you believe. God bless you. But I don't waste my time worrying about none of that. I'm trying to put in my energy and my righteous ideas or my plans or my thoughts. I'm trying to implement my plans and thoughts. And I ain't got time to hear all this extra stuff. It's just noise. Just get out and do your best. Do your good works. And then whatever gonna happen, gonna happen.
Yes, I say the same thing. I hate hearing always about, don't speak that negative in my life. So it only works in negative? That's the only way it works? What kind of God you serve? It only works in negative.
It's always something negative.
I don't serve God like that. Right. Also, well, be thou rich, be thou happy, be thou whatever. Okay, let's see if that happens.
And then how come the intuition always got some kind of like dark edge to it? Like if God was telling you something, first of all, he gonna tell you to do some work. He gonna tell you to get to work. But it's always some like, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, it's almost like fear mongering to me. To some extent. So I ain't trying to hear none of that. I don't want you to. Look, whatever gonna happen, gonna happen. That's why we got to get out here and give an honest day's work, get out here and do an honest day's, treating people fair, the right way, and then let the chips fall where they may.
Exactly. You know, that's, if you stay prayed up, you ain't got to worry about that dark stuff out there. You stay prayed up, you stay in communication with God. You know, if there's anything he needs you to know, he will say, because the Bible says warning before destruction.
Right.
So if you're going to have any kind of destruction in your life, he's going to give you a warning. He said Jonah to Nineveh to warn them, but he gave them an opportunity to repent and change their ways and rescind the destruction that was coming upon them. So that's the way God is. If you got some warning going to come in your life, he will give you the opportunity to repent.
Well,
and say, okay, well, I don't have to worry about that now because God forgave me that. And he took away the judgment of that. We sit back and worry about, oh, you said something negative. Then if you took that negative, then go ahead and repent or whatever you might have done wrong, and you ain't got to worry about it no more.
They saying in the chat, they say,
we don't want to hear that.
Glowish says, some people try to use God as a weapon, like Jesus died for nothing. I'll say this. I'm going to tell that you're actually living by principles, God's principles, by the work, by the fruit of the tree. That's how I'm going to know, because folks say anything nowadays. So I'm going to just look at the action, and you'll never go wrong paying attention to the actual action of people, because the words can be anything. The words can go anywhere, you know what I mean? But the action is always going to tell you the truth.
Yeah, so we just talked about that last week Sunday, you know, that faith without works is dead, you know, and the tree is known by its fruits.
Right.
And all that. You know, we have to realize that if you don't have no fruit, that means you weren't planted in the right place. Or ain't nobody watering you, ain't nobody taking care of you, or you letting all the bugs eat you up, or whatever it might be. But you ain't producing fruit. When Jesus seen that fig tree, it was not a seed. He just seen the fig tree, and he looked like it had figs, and he walked up to it, and didn't have none. He cursed that tree. That tree was dead on the way back out of town. So is that what we want to be, a dead, cursed tree? But that tree wasn't good for nothing but be thrown in the fireplace.
Hey, some people pride themselves. Some people pride themselves on that nasty attitude. Hey, that stink. But God bless them, you know. We trying to get some points on the good side of town. So we trying to get some good points on the good side. So, hey, look, I'm gonna need everybody to come together and gather wherever you receiving this show today for the Monday prayer. And we appreciate you, Miracle Minister Kevin, for coming in consistently and giving us this Monday prayer.
It's my pleasure, my brother. Thank you for considering me doing this. So, Heavenly Father, we come together asking for your protection over our community. Let your love be a shield and inspiration in every home, job, and outing. Let peace dwell with every family, every member of the family, oh God. Guide our children safely in all matters in which they are walking about on the streets, in the schools, in the home, and order their steps. Keep them from all hurt, harm, and danger. Your word tells us that you shall preserve our coming in and our going out. So we expect great and miraculous things as we petition you for your mighty works. Bless the elders and leaders with wisdom so we may build a community where every life is cherished, safe, and can grow in kindness and hope. Bind us in unity, fuel us with compassion, and make our hearts the soil where peace may flourish. I speak life and life more abundantly. In Jesus' name, amen.
Hey, anything else you want to say, Miracle Minister Kevin?
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll be joined in studio by Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Stay locked in right here on Tory Low.
And that's Tory Low, bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 19th.
Turio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in August 19th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee or check your local listings to watch the game.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent, as an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
I've always been taught, save a little now so you can live a lot later. That lesson stuck with me. Now with U.S. Bank Smartly Checking and Savings and their digital tools, I can track everything from my daily spending to planning my dream vacation. It's not just about saving. It's about honoring where you came from and carving out new traditions one goal at a time with a little help from U.S. Bank. Building a future together. That's the power of us. Visit usbank.com/power of us to learn more. Member FDIC.
Milwaukee Public Schools are getting ready to welcome students back to their classrooms for the 2025-26 school year. The first day of class for Milwaukee Public Schools is Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025 for all students. If you haven't enrolled your child yet, now is the time. Go to mpsmke.com/enroll MPS, or please visit the Department of Student Services between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They will assist you with the enrollment process and meet any educational need you have. They look forward to seeing you and thank you for choosing MPS.
You know a thing or two about the moments in life that matter. Maybe this is the most important moment you've encountered yet. By volunteering with AmeriCorps Seniors, you can seize the moment, lend a hand, and get back more than you give. We connect you to local volunteer organizations with opportunities that fit your schedule and match your interests. Are you ready to seize your moment? Visit AmeriCorps.gov/yourmoment and get started today.
It's the Tory Low Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It feels so good to be back here at the Dexter Lake Club. We like to do for you now a tune entitled Shamalama Ding Dong. So hit it.
Come on.
1017 The Truth, Tory Low Show. We got Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith in studio, off a vacation in the studio. See, this is the song Tony bringing to the show. Look, these kind of vibes.
Me a girl.
Hey, and you right in time. You right in time, because I got a question for you, T. Smith.
Hey, cause you're, hold on. Shamalama. Ding dong. Hey.
Here we go.
You got the ooh mama. Oh, oh, oh.
This was pretty geek though.
What? That is why. You are my sugar daddy. Yeah.
It sound like you excited.
You remember that? You remember that from Animal House?
Like, is it someone special? That's what you play when you feeling special.
Nah, that was
when somebody made you
scene from
when somebody sent you some edibles while you on the air.
Hey, they may have got some edibles. I was taking a lot. I've been taking a lot of something over the past month,
right,
boy.
How you been? Somebody said it's the longest vacation.
It was not a vacation, I can tell you that.
Tony Smith, that was the longest 2 weeks ever.
I had an injury, an illness, and a vacation in there. I got hurt, dude. The first week, probably like a month ago, I was down. I had a back episode. You know, I got the bad back. It can jump on you at any time. Tori, I was in bed for a week straight because I could not sit down. I either had to be laying down or I had to be walking. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, I could not sit. Every time it's just an uncomfortable position to sit down. So
was that the combination of the golfing and?
Yeah, you know, it got me on the golf course. It took me off the golf course. I was halfway through my round, and I had to leave because I couldn't lean forward anymore. You know, in golf you got to lean forward to hit. Couldn't lean forward anymore. So, and then I got stuck at the golf course.
What?
Well, because I told you I can't sit down, right?
So you couldn't get in the cart?
When it happened, I couldn't get in. Not only could I not ride the cart back to the clubhouse, I had to walk all the way back to the clubhouse.
Walk?
Yes, I had to walk.
What hole was you on?
Luckily, I was on the 8th hole when I got hurt, so I only had to walk down the 9th hole. But I couldn't get in my car and go home, so I had to I took some medication right there, some ibuprofen. Took a max dose, and then I got to the clubhouse. And I had to get a bag of ice. I had to throw ice on my back to try to numb it up so I could sit down and get in my car because I had a 30-minute ride home. So I rode home after getting ice up, and I had the ice on my back driving home, trying to tough it through.
Now, is that from all of the years of playing sports at a high level? Because
there's probably some of that.
Because I seen a story on Drew Brees where now they say he can't even use his arm.
Right, yeah. I mean, sports
take its toll on you.
It takes a major toll. That's part of the reason that, you know, the NBA gives their former players free insurance.
Right.
So they know that you pay a toll, your body does. And if you think about it, like when you retire, most people retiring, you know, around 30. Like I retired at 32. That's when most people are retired. You're playing 10, 11 years in the league. And plus, it's a young man's league now. You got to be 25.
Well, LeBron changing things now.
Well, no, LeBron's not changing anything. LeBron's an anomaly. You ain't gonna get many of those. You're gonna get a couple of those every now and then. Like ain't nobody playing that long. Most guys are gonna be done by like 35 for sure. So you're still young as far as the regular population goes.
Right.
35 is like.
But in basketball years,
you old. You're done.
Oh wow.
But you done beat your body up since college, since high school. You done beat it up.
Probably before that.
Yeah, now with AAU now,
right?
Your body is just going through it for so long, and it's gonna add up. When you're young, you can take it. You know, it's just like people who eat bad, people who do other bad habits, smoke, whatever. You could think you're getting away with it early, but it's gonna catch up with you eventually.
I was telling somebody that, and this is why I practice like fasting and detoxing, because if you don't try to detox or fast, one day you just gonna be walking. And
it's gonna hit you.
It's gonna jam up on you. Your body gonna jam up on you. And I always tell people, I'm at the age where now I see a lot of my friends, all of that good living, I guess they call it good living, or eating whatever they want, or not really just
not
paying attention to certain things. It just catch up to you.
Yeah, and you really got to do just moderation. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, as an athlete, there ain't no moderation. You got to go full throttle. To try to survive in your craft. So it does. So it's a combination of all that. The body just gets worn, and and then I kept playing pickup ball after, because you still like to play. And like I say,
and you want to show
you're still young.
You're trying to show these cats what time it is.
It's the thing about playing pickup is such a good workout. So now I don't have to do like regular workouts.
But you're an NBA player doing pickup, and some of the average guys, they'll never get to those. I learned that if you play somebody that's professional at something, it's a whole different game.
It's totally. Yeah, like I say, that's for me. I'm not playing like to try to test myself.
Right.
I'm playing for a workout.
Because, they trying to get their stripes off of you.
Correct. They are. And that's probably one of the reasons I got hurt. I'm out there trying to get a workout because it's an easy workout. Like, you don't really feel it. Like,
right.
I can play ball for an hour and a half, run up and down, which is a heck of a workout. And I don't feel like I'm working out. I'm just playing some ball, right? Otherwise, you got to go get on the treadmill, which you get on there for 30 minutes. It feels like a workout, and you're, like, bored to death. Or you got to do the elliptical, or you got to do all this other stuff. It's just boring. So being able to play pickup ball for an hour and a half, great workout.
Good workout.
Great workout, and it doesn't feel like a workout. So it was perfect. But I had to give that up when that's what initially hurt my back.
Trying to show them young bucks what time it was.
Young bucks trying to show me. And I'm like, bro,
and you can't just let them just.
I'm like 50, bro.
Try to treat you.
You're not proving anything. You're 20 and you're jumping on my back and you're hacking me. They're like, they're playing like Detroit Pistons, like no layups. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is the gym, bro. Settle down. It's not that serious. None of y'all are getting paid.
Well, I'll say this: ego is a big thing on the basketball court. I remember when wait a minute. I remember we was playing. We'll play 5-on-5, but when they get to the last points,
it's hack central.
Is everybody calling foul when they go? Brutal. Even if they don't even get touched, they trying to. If it don't go in, they gonna call foul to get the ball back. Yeah. So it just can get messy toward the end.
Gets real ugly.
But if you add an NBA player in there, where it's a regular pickup game, but you got somebody that been to the league,
right?
I need to go home and tell everybody I showed you what time it was.
Yeah, but most likely you're gonna get embarrassed. And then you won't probably tell that story. No, but what's funny though about that? I run into a lot of people at events. They're like, "Oh, remember I played against you? Oh, you dunked on me." I'm like, "That's the highlight."
Oh wow!
I'm like, "That's not really a highlight, bro." But okay.
Here we go. Well, look.
From now on, I'll say, "Don't worry, I got Shaq too."
You dunked? Yeah, we played the video. You dunking on Shaq, right?
So now I'll say that to people. Like, don't worry, I got Shaq too. It's all good.
Yeah, don't feel bad about it.
Don't feel bad.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have a Pop Culture Report with Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Low.
The Tory Low Show returns after this on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Talk to these people in terms of how do I register for this program despite my reservations and my previous experiences of rejection?
Yes, I tell anybody and everybody that you can buy a house. It may take somebody longer than the other person depending on what your circumstances is with your credit and income and affordability, but you can purchase a house. The first step would be is to register for our program. You can come to our office, 7830 West Burleigh Street, or you can give us a call at 414-461-6330, or just go onto our website, hri-wi.org. Register for the first-time home buyer education workshop. That's going to be your first step to home ownership. During that class, you're going to learn everything that you need to know from A to Z, how to get approved for a house, how to look for a house and put an accepted offer, and how to close on a home.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Here is Tory Low with his truth.
It's official. July 5th is Tory Low Day in the city of Milwaukee and Milwaukee County. I am humbled to receive this proclamation from the mayor's office and the county executive's office. To me, this day represents life and purpose and being driven by passion to serve and empower others. It's about being unselfish and answering the call to help those in need and living life with intention. Despite challenges and obstacles, I remain focused on creating real change in my community, county, and state. This recognition isn't about me. It's about the collective efforts of those who supported me along the way. It's about the resilience and determination that defines my journey. As we celebrate this day, I want to leave you with a challenge. What will you do to create positive change in your community? Will you get out and volunteer, mentor, or simply be a support to a friend? Whatever it is, I urge you to take action. Together we can build a brighter future, one that's filled with hope, opportunity, and empowerment. I am honored to serve, and I am grateful for this recognition. Let's continue to uplift and support one another, striving for a better tomorrow. So what does Tory Low Day mean to me? Let's make a difference together. Let's stay committed to our purpose and keep pushing forward even in the face of adversity. I'm excited to see the impact we can make, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve alongside such an amazing community. Now, my question is, what does Tory Low Day mean to you?
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Listen to The Tory Low Show weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
This is
Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Brewers outscored the Nationals 38-14 in a 3-game sweep this weekend. They also set a franchise record with 56 hits over a 3-game series and maintained their 2-game lead over the Cubs.
And the Brewers turn a double play, and it's a landslide victory in D.C. The Brewers win it 14-3. It's a Milwaukee mandate. They sweep the Nationals, and the Brewers, the first to 67 wins in Major League Baseball.
The Brewers take on the Atlanta Braves in a 3-game series. Brewers sit atop the MLB at 67-44. The Packers host their first preseason game this upcoming Saturday against the Jets at 7 p.m. The Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
You are listening to The Tory Low Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing tonight? I'd like to welcome to the stage Tony.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Entertainment, current events, and trending topics. You get it all on the Culture Report with the Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith on The Tory Low Show. Here is your host, Tory Low.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Low Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Tony Smith. I like when you're in the studio, because I be talking to a lot of men and we be discussing different ideas when it comes to engaging in a relationship or a partnership. And so an interesting conversation came up a couple days ago about what do men look for, the 3 top qualities do men look for? Like, women got their list,
Oh, long list.
Okay. I think some of the list may have came from social media.
This came from their dreams at night, like from fairy tales, from Harlequin romance novels.
But guys
from rom-coms.
But guys usually can tell, like, if you're gonna, be in a relationship with this person or a partnership with this person. You know what I mean?
It's
an instinct. You can feel it.
You can tell if it's a possibility. Even.
Right.
As one of the things is to use a word that Kenny Smith uses often. It's not a real word, but he uses comfortability. Comfort.
So when you talk about one of the reasons you would actually be serious is comfort. One of them.
100%.
And how did that look? Like, because is it?
How
what
it
is,
is. Like think about if you take a vacation with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're around them 24/7 for 2 or 3 days or however long the vacation is. Typically, like if you haven't done it, you're probably going to test one out, do a 2-day maybe, something, do a weekend, quick weekend, a day and a half, 2 days, just to see if you can actually hang with the person 24/7. Are they going to be annoying? Are you going to annoy each other?
And the thing is, some people don't understand if they're annoying or not. Like,
100% they don't.
And then some people think that they're not annoying.
And they are.
Right.
But that's, we know what that is. That's just you have zero awareness at that point. Like, you can't tell that, at that point, I think it's about people's pace of life. Like, what pace do you live life at? Are you someone, I got to be on the move all the time, on the move all the time. Also, I know people who've been married a long time where one person is on the go all the time. Other person's a chill person.
Laid back.
The thing is, can you respect the other ones? Right? The way they live. Like, if I'm someone who wants to go all the time and my partner doesn't really necessarily want to go all the time, am I cool to say, okay, you keep chilling, I'm going to do this, I'll be back?
So is that
and are both
second
comfortable
one,
with that?
respect?
I think that's part of just
being comfortable.
Being comfortable with, doing your own thing. And I think, some independence is maybe another factor. They got to have, each person's got to have some kind of independence.
Right.
I can't be like everything. I can't be your entertainment 24/7. I can't be everything. You got to have some kind of independence. Got to have your own life. You've heard that people need some quiet time. I need some time. I'm going to go in here for a couple hours. I'm going to be gone for a couple hours.
What you doing in those couple hours when you're away from me?
Taking a walk. I'm playing golf. You could be doing anything.
I'm finna check your phone. You've been gone for like 3 hours. I got to check your phone.
I'm going to leave it at home. I'll make it easy for you.
I mean, but comfortability.
Comfortability
That's one.
Is one, right? Be somewhat independent.
And
especially at my age, like you got to have a life established. Like you're living, right? What are you doing with yourself? Are you just like?
I was waiting for you to come take care of me.
Right. I hope that's not the answer. The answer was I'm living life. I'm enjoying life. I'm self-sustaining, and I'm only with you not because I need something from you,
right?
But because we're comfortable together, we get along together. I know that I'm going to have my personal time because you're independent. You have a life. You have friends. You have hobbies. You like to do things on your own. So I don't
that can easily turn into you don't have time for me after a while.
No, I don't think it's not like that though. It's just that I don't have to be everything. I don't have to be your entertainment 24/7 because you have other stuff to do. But like I say, the thing is, that's the thing. You have stuff to do, but you're choosing to be with me in your downtime.
Right.
Right. So, I mean, that for me, that's big. Someone's got to be independent. They got to be able to do their own thing.
So comfortability encompasses respect and some independence.
For me, yes.
So then what's number two? It's three things. So comfortability.
I mean, some would say those are
I thought
things.
You was trying to stack it all.
Well, I'm saying those could be
pushed it all toward comfortability.
I mean, it all falls under that umbrella, but they're all separate things, right? So
okay, so what would be a second thing after comfortability? What would be the second thing? Because I thought it was respect, because you said respect, and then independence.
Yeah,
so that sounded like three to me, but
yeah, and I think I put it all in that ball. So I think respect is also because you got to respect the other person. As far as there's no matter how comfortable you are, how like seamlessly you seem to get along. There's still going to be some compromises here,
right?
But if there's respect and there's communication about it, then I don't think it's going to be asking that much because you're already established that you're comfortable for the most part, right? Let's say you're 85% comfortable with the person. You guys, you get along. You kind of, you either live the similar pace of life or you respect the other person's speed of life, and you can manage that they don't match your speed, that they have their own speed, but it still works because of the respect thing. I don't know. It's just
I hear you.
I think respect goes in that same bucket. So for me, it's just the comfortability is a big bucket of stuff.
What about compatibility?
Yeah, and I think compatibility, it depends on what's do we
because sometimes you got to have a like-mindedness. Because sometimes you can get somebody that's totally going in the opposite direction. Y'all don't have no connection outside of just eating and entertainment and going to bed going to sleep. And then outside of that, it's no compatibility because y'all can't even hold a whole conversation. You know what I mean? It's like what the like. Y'all have to kind of have the same like-minded ideas as well.
Well, now again,
somewhere.
It depends. Let me tell you what. As far as compatibility goes, the main thing I would need, like, we gotta be somewhat similar in music taste. Because I got music is I do a lot of music listening too, and if we can't agree on music, like you don't like. Like if you like country music, if that's your jam, I'm out. If you like the newer rap, I can't do it.
Ski?
Yeah, nah. You skiing? Nope, can't do it.
So, which goes into the conversation of modern women. Because right now, that's the modern idea, the energy.
To me, it's a
they catch me outside.
To me, it's a defensive energy.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
what defense mechanism? Like I'm not gonna take it no more. I'm not gonna take no abuse. I'm not gonna take no stress. I'm independent.
It's like it's like someone who's trying to show toughness on the outside, but they're really not tough. You know what I mean? So they got to put up this big front, like, oh yeah, oh, I'm this, I'm that,
I'm tough,
that. And I'm like, okay, like
right. I mean, I'll tell you, I see it all the time. Like, and they don't know that that's a trigger for men like that. That's why they put it out there. So, because a lot of this is programming. So when you see that tough exterior, it's actually a turnoff.
You say it's a turn off.
Yeah,
because
we as men, when we play basketball, we are very competitive against each other.
Correct.
So you don't want your woman to be.
I don't want to go home and fight.
You don't want to go and have that ego battle with ego. You know what I mean? Right. So I think that many times the softness or the feminine energy gets compromised many times by some of the ideas that make people more tough, like more masculine and like as far as their approach. Because let's say it's a whole bunch of dudes around. We know that whole day we're gonna be dealing with ego. We gotta be on guard.
Right.
We gotta
be talking stuff.
Somebody might slide something slick on you. You gotta be ready to battle it back.
Right.
Or if you don't pick up a basketball or football or anything with track, they're gonna try to run against you. They're gonna try to compete against you. But then when you get to the house, you don't want that kind of energy.
Right. You want some softness.
Right. Some calmness.
You want to put that competitiveness away and go into your relaxed, soft mode, chill mode. So, I get it, but I mean that's like you say, that's a lot of the stuff in like I say the defensive stuff is it's learned from the internet.
Right.
The internet, they're confusing.
Well, people suing the internet now because the fake realities that they put out there, it's kind of harming the kids now. The young kids are starting to.
Who are they suing? Apps?
They suing the companies.
Companies?
Whoever made Instagram, whoever made Facebook. Like, it's lawsuits if you look it up. That
right.
These false realities are being challenged by parents. Because their kids are starting to live in video games. It's lawsuits starting to pop up on video games and all these apps.
But they're not going to sue the app because it's actual people doing it. It's not the app company putting it out. It's the people on the app.
Right.
And
then they allowing a lot of stuff too.
But that right is protected. They're protected. The companies are protected under that. And you remember Wolf of Wall Street?
Mm-hmm.
That movie? The real guy in that movie was the one who actually got those protections for. It wasn't intentionally for companies like that, but you think of some other companies that were out, some other internet things out, like the Ashley Madison thing. You remember the Ashley Madison thing, or the what was it? The newspaper, the back page, or there's something. Some weird ads on the paper, like people were soliciting kids, but they couldn't do anything about it because they were protected. It's like, listen, we provide a platform. We're not responsible for what people put on it. That was their whole thing, and it got upheld in court. So,
well, this came out recently. This is back. I guess the lawsuit started around November of 2023. And so what's going on is they're suing these. They're saying that Meta is being sued by states claiming Instagram and Facebook cause harm in children and teens.
Yeah, they're good.
You don't think they're going to win that?
No, they're 100% not.
All right. Well, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation, with Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Stay locked in right here on Tory Low.
More of the Tory Low Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Truth Nation. The Wisconsin State Fair is back. This year's State Fair runs from July 31st to August 10th. You know how it goes down at the State Fair. Whether it's the delicious food, fun rides, the competitions, or the music, there's always something for the entire family. And the Truth wants you to enjoy the whole experience, which is why we will be giving away a pair of tickets on both Truth to Power and Jamming with Juice. So make sure to listen for your chance to win tickets so you don't miss your chance to enjoy the Wisconsin State Fair, courtesy of the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Saving energy and money is easier than you think. Here are 2 simple things you can do to reduce your energy use and lower your energy bill. Use thermal curtains to reduce each room's energy loss by up to 25%, and make sure vents aren't blocked by furniture or rugs to improve airflow and comfort. Simple, smart savings. Get more energy saving tips at WeEnergies.com.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
This summer, make 3rd Street Market Hall your one-stop, must-stop destination to eat, drink, and play. 3rd Street Market Hall has over 15 locally owned food vendors, a self-serve beer wall featuring 30 Wisconsin breweries, over 50 HD TVs, and happy hour specials all week. The perfect place to work remotely or catch a game between meetings or over lunch, 3rd Street Market Hall is your home away from home or office. Visit 3rdstreetmarkethall.com for menus, events, and more information.
This is the Tory Low Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah, we stay litty. Where you from? You ain't with my city. Put that shit on, we rockin' J's with true allegiance. Got a rubber set, you banging blood rolling 60.
1017 The Truth, Tory Low Show, DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith in studio.
If you listen to this, we ain't a match.
Lululemon.
No.
Hey, you don't want no girl listening to this? You don't want your girl,
not mine,
your future partner listening to this?
Nope.
Oh, wow. This modern women move.
Yeah, they're too young for me anyway. They listen to this, they're too young for me.
Well, I want to get this out the way because I guess it's rumors that Giannis, cryptic ideas going around saying that Giannis may not be as locked in with the Milwaukee Bucks as we think he is.
I don't think they're cryptic. I saw, hey, see,
y'all believe everything y'all see on the internet. Stop it.
No, we just talking about
it's not
the
true.
headline.
Hey, let me just tell you right now.
We just talking about the headline.
Z, who's the lead NBA reporter? He's Adam Schefter of the NBA. Shams was on today, talking about there are several teams out there who are still waiting for Giannis to make a final decision. So Giannis has not put it to bed that he's staying. Or else those teams wouldn't be waiting around. They're literally waiting to make moves for Giannis to decide. So if there wasn't a chance that he was leaving, they wouldn't be waiting. They would be going on with their business and making other moves. If Giannis told him, "Nah, I'm staying." If he had said that definitively, "I'm staying," there would be no teams waiting. Shams said there are several teams waiting, and he said that this morning. They also said that this is not anything unusual. A lot of late summer deals are made. Big summer deals are made. I think the Bucks got Lillard late in the summer a couple years ago. Kyrie Irving made a move late in the summer. So big names do move late in the summer. Well, and I know you, like Tory said to me, "Oh, but he's got the contract."
Right.
Don't ever say that to anybody. Contracts
don't mean nothing.
Contract
That's what
means nothing right now. If someone wants to leave, they're out.
Is that because of the players' union?
It's just because that's the way it is. And I've told y'all before, initially when this was going on, that Giannis is Mr. Nice Guy, so he's not going to hurt the Bucks' trade possibilities by saying that he wants to leave, because now the value goes down because they know he wants out. Right now, they don't know what he's doing. So if you want to try to come get Giannis, you better come with a whole bunch.
Right. You got to come with
the minute he says, "I want out," the value goes down. Because now you got to trade him now. He wants to leave. He's publicly said he wants to leave. You have to trade him. So I don't have to offer you much.
I'm thinking the Bucks don't intend to let Giannis go.
They don't want to, but they're not going to have a choice if he says he wants to leave.
And with this being the room, because Giannis is in his prime, where if he's going to win the championships, this going to come with him being in this space right now.
But he needs a team to win it. He can't win it by himself.
Didn't they make a lot of moves, though? They tried to make a lot of moves.
They did, but
it was impressive. A lot of the moves looking impressive.
Hey, they did a lot to make some moves, but you never know. Never know if it's going to be enough. I mean, it doesn't. I wouldn't say it looks like enough on paper. Let's put it that way. That's your first test, the eye test. Does it look like it's enough on paper? And if you're like question it, that probably means no.
It looks high enough for them to end up being the 4th seed on the good side.
Okay.
5th seed on the bad side.
Unfortunately, Giannis didn't say, "Hey, I want to be 4th seed."
Right, but what I'm saying is
potentially
in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, middle of the pack is not winning the championship. He's trying to win the championship.
Right.
Middle of the pack, you might say, "Oh, well, we got a chance." Oh, no question. But so does everybody else.
But look at Indiana. They surprised everybody. They was kind of floating around.
100%.
And then they turned it up
100%.
Toward the end.
I guarantee that you talk to any player, they don't want to be, "Oh, we're going to be middle of the pack and then we'll take a shot." No, we want to be what Boston was a couple years ago.
Right.
We're clear number one. Or Cleveland, we're clear number one. And then I'll take my shot from being the number one, being the top seed, having all the horses. I'll take my chance. That's especially Giannis. I guarantee Giannis is thinking that if you give me a team that everybody is thinking is a clear favorite,
right?
Oh, I'm going to win. That's what he's thinking. If you give me a team that people are like, "Oh, we're middle of the pack," a lot of stuff got to come together at that point.
Right now, the Bucks looking like they can be in the middle of the pack.
Right.
That's what I'm.
And that's
what I see.
Well, I guess the other part of that is, where's he going to go? That he does have that. I think I'm.
And if they don't,
if
they do the super package trade, will the team have enough left to contend?
Right. Well, now you got a lot of teams with a lot of young talent. So you could see him go somewhere who's like Durant went to Houston. They gave up some pieces. They still got plenty. They got plenty of young talent.
Well, T. Smith, we gonna see. I'm gonna keep an eye on this.
We gonna see. We'll talk Wednesday, see if anything's changed.
Well, I appreciate you for coming through with the Pop Culture Report as usual.
All right, good to see y'all.
Good to have you back.
Yep. I'm back. Hopefully I don't get hurt again. Fingers crossed.
All right, Truth Nation, when we come back, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Low.
Truth Nation, please join us at our 3rd annual Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 23rd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Riverside University High School. Admission to Truth Family Fest is absolutely free and a great place to have fun and celebrate with family and friends while also enjoying some great music and amazing food.
Also, everyone in attendance will have a chance to win some great prizes, including backpacks for the kids, so make sure to save the date for our 3rd annual Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 23rd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Riverside University High School. Truth Family Fest is presented by Crash Course Driver Education Center and U.S. Cellular. Also sponsored by Landmark Credit Union, Milwaukee Public Schools, U.S. Bank, Gruber Law Offices, Big Frog, Milwaukee Area Technical College, Educators Credit Union, and Riverside University High School. Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 23rd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Riverside University High School.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
We're not adults, so just be there and listen. I just want someone to yap to. And I just feel like I'll be fine if someone just hears me talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
You're doing a really good job. And I don't think I tell you that enough. And I know sometimes we get into it and it's just hard on both of us. But try to understand me more and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 101.7 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. Several people have been diagnosed with the disease measles in Wisconsin this year. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services reports that 9 cases were confirmed in Oconto County. DHS says the measles virus is extremely contagious and up to 90% of the people around a person with the virus may also become infected if they are not vaccinated. DHS reports all persons infected were exposed to a common source during out-of-state travel. Currently, risk of exposure in the community remains low at this time. Measles can be prevented with 2 doses of the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine. The Racing Water Utility says some customers have noticed a musty or earthly smell or taste. Officials say it's due to warmer temperatures in Lake Michigan and natural organic matter. The stress water is safe to drink and testing shows no signs of contamination. Crews are increasing treatment methods and flushing hydrants across the city to improve water quality. As an ongoing issue in Racine, officials say running your cold tap for a few moments can help with taste. Scammers are getting bolder, and now they're pretending to be Wisconsin consumer protection officials. DATCP says people have been receiving calls from scammers claiming to be with the agency. A representative of the DATCP, Michelle Rainan, says this.
DadCap has certainly been manipulated. Scammers sent fraudulent messages to our DadCap licensees asking them to renew their licenses by providing private information.
If you get a suspicious call, contact DATCP directly through their official number or website. This has been your news update. The Tory Low Show continues on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Low, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Low from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Low. Tory Low Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Low Show. And I was out at the festivals this weekend, and we had the Black Arts Festival and we had Bronzeville Festival. And we had a couple walks, a walk at the lakefront going on. And I'll say this. I've talked to a lot of people. and a lot of people, well-known people in the community, and we all agree that our community, our neighborhoods is in a state of emergency. A state of emergency because of the activities that we've been seeing going on with the violence, or the activities we've been seeing going on with things that are going on in the neighborhood, and the reckless driving ideas and certain ideas. I had so many different conversations with different people, and they all feel the same way. They always feel like, okay, what needs to be done, Tory Low? And I just kind of was telling them, hey, we got to start taking back our power and our energy. And we have to, as a people, start to understand that the way our community looks, and this is the harsh reality that people got to swallow. The way our community look is because of us as a collective. And how we allow people to manage our community. And how we allow decisions to be made, or how our decisions are adding to the problem as well. So that's a hard pill to swallow. But we have to start doing our little. And I know we see things that they can't sweep under a rug no more, like the recklessness, the violence, the crime, the certain ideas where you got groups of people trying to fight against certain ideas, but it's a whole circle. The community is a well-rounded idea. It's a lot of moving parts to the community. And people make efforts. I'm making efforts. People over here making efforts. I've seen a lot of people out here making efforts. But if it's continuing, the behavior is continuing to be manufactured, even though you're making efforts, you're going to get drowned out because it's continuing to come in and it's not slowing up. It's like the open borders, you got to shut it down. You got to close it off. You got to find a way to stop what's causing the problems from coming in. And that takes everybody to try to contribute to that and take the community back. It's going to take a community to save a community, I'll say that. And not one person runs the community. Not one person don't own the community. And we got to get out that mind frame as well. Like, everybody want to be the head honcho, No, that ain't how community works. Community works when everybody do their part. Every homeowner do their part. Every renter do their part. Every parent do their part. Every child do their part. Everything has to be 90% working right. And then whatever is not working right, you can kind of manage it. That's why when you look at well-ran communities, they got problems. But about 80% of the community is responding right. So when something is wrong, they can gather quick to try to resolve it. They can gather quickly to try to figure it out because everything is not all chaotic, okay? But when you have everything chaotic, when everywhere you turn to the left or to the right, to the front and to the back, and it's chaotic, then that's a community that have to restructure. So I'm out at these festivals and I see everybody out, the brothers that I see on the front lines, we talking. So I just told everybody, if they want to come through the show, the brothers that I told, the sisters that I told to come through, just come through like I told you to. This is the discussions that we got to have. I know in the old school, they wanted that phone call. A lot of people want me to call them on the phone. Hey, you want to come in? No. If I tell you a time, if I look you in the face and I say come in at this time, just come in. I got my hands full, and a lot of the old school people ran it that way, ran their radio platforms that way. But if I'm looking you in the face, that's when I'm telling you when to come in. I'm going to tell you the time, and I'm going to say, let's get it, let's go. Because we working. So salute to all the brothers and sisters on the front lines. But I'll say this, Bronzeville, I want to talk about Bronzeville because Malele Cogs does the Bronzeville. And the truth been trying to get to Bronzeville since we've been on the air, and we've been having difficulty getting to the Bronzeville situation through Malele Cogs' office. Every year, they don't respond back so we can have a booth there. That's the problem. So I don't know what her problem is. I don't know what's going on. I think she may be a little salty because I ran against her when I ran for office because that's my family live in that district. My family live in that district where she's the alderwoman over. All of my family, I was born and raised on 5th and North Avenue, right where they be having Bronzeville. I was born and raised. Obama could have been the alder person over there, and I would have ran against Obama. Obama could have been the alderman over there, and I would have ran against Obama because that's where Grandma's house at. I was born and raised on 5th and North Avenue. So it ain't nothing personal. And since I've been on the air, I've never said anything about Malele Cogs. This is probably the first time since in almost 5 years that I even said anything about her. But I think that when you talk about leadership and people trying to progress forward, if you out here holding grudges because somebody ran against you, you should be happy people running or an alderman is being challenged because that keeps them on their toes. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. Much love to everybody. But how you talking about leadership and unbeknownst to me that every time I ask, are we going to be at Bronzeville? Are we going to be at Bronzeville in my neighborhood? The communications team say they ain't giving us a response back. Malele Cogs' office. And I'm like, why? Okay. So I just wanted to throw that out there, but I still enjoy myself. And salute to Malele Cogs and for whatever she's trying to do. I ain't never even brought her name up on this show. I never said nothing about nothing she was doing because I really don't see too much, but I don't say nothing because God bless. God bless. It ain't about that. It's about, can we get some results? That's it. Can we get it done? And so that's what I noticed. I went out to Bronzeville. I could say a lot more, but that ain't even my style. I'm only gonna say that because I grew up in Bronzeville, and I would have loved to go live from Bronzeville. I go live from Summerfest. I go live from Juneteenth. We love dealing with the community through our platforms. So for somebody to try to stop people from dealing with the community in a certain way, I'm gonna say that. It ain't nothing. I ain't got nothing against that lady. I ain't never met that lady. I don't know that lady like that. I don't even talk to that lady like that. I don't even know nothing about her like that. And then whatever the rumors is, y'all could come in. Y'all come in and sit down. Malele Cogs could come sit right here in this studio. I'm gonna ask her about what she was able to do. We ain't trying to, that ain't the style we trying to do. What if you got resources, let us know. So God bless. But other than that, it was powerful. Truth Nation. Everybody came out. I love seeing when we gathered together, it wasn't no drama. The Black Arts Festival was powerful. So many different people in the community, they don't report a lot of the good stuff that goes on that didn't have no drama. A lot of times when we gather together, it ain't no drama. Juneteenth, Black Arts Festival, Bronzeville. Understand what I'm saying? That's 3 events right there without no trouble. Okay? So what I'm saying is, just like we try to help to try to fight against what we see as an element that's hurting our community, we got to praise the fact that we get together. And it wasn't no problems at Bronzeville. It wasn't no problems at Juneteenth this year. It wasn't no problems at the Black Arts Festival. Come on now. Because if it would have been a fight breakout or something crazy, it would have been all over the news. It would have been all over the news. But it didn't. Matter of fact, salute to some of the violence disruptors that's out there at State Fair. That's trying to, monitor a lot of the foolishness that goes on with the young people, and they out there working. Black Shife, Vaughn, and a couple other people that are working together. 414 Life, they out there trying to keep State Fair together. But when it was our events, we don't need all of that, because when we really want to pull something off, ain't nothing gonna happen. We know. Understand what I'm saying. Understand what I'm saying. And sometimes I wonder, when stuff be going wrong, are we really tired of that? Because when we get tired of something, we shake things up. We move things around. Don't let nobody make you believe that we don't know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. It's just that I believe that the people who are actually at that table or over that area, it seemed to me sometimes they like when it's chaotic because they can continue to get money for the situation. To me, it's like they needed to be chaotic so they could say we need more grant money or we need more money from the state, and then a lot of that goes to salary and vacation. That's what it looked like to me. That's what it looked like to me. But at the end of the day, salute to everybody that came out this weekend. We had a beautiful time. We don't talk about the beautiful times we had together as a community, but we need to start understanding that there are beautiful times. There are beautiful things that are going on in the community. There are people on the front lines that want to see better. But sometimes they get pigeon-toed by the higher-ups. So once we realize that we got to start telling them what we want instead of them giving us what they want, that's when it's going to turn around. Because we taking what they giving us, and we giving them the room and the space to be in the positions they in. But it comes a time. It comes a time where you got to be like, hey, all right, community, we got to form Voltron. Community, we got to come together and start telling them what we want instead of allowing them to give us what they think we need to have. It's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. And the moment we get tired, we going to come together and tell them exactly what we want. And until that day, till y'all stop looking at these people like celebrities, till y'all stop looking at these people like they the chosen folks. How you the chosen folks and ain't no result? I'm trying to figure that out. When did chosen become a crappy idea? That's DJ Brother Z. When do people say I'm him or I'm her and they ain't got no results? I ain't never seen this. Bruh. I ain't never seen it. Everybody think you the man, but it's trash. It's trash. Everything ain't right. No, you become the man when you start to be able to turn over results. Somebody help me understand, Truth Nation, because maybe I guess you could be that person and everything be torn apart and running amok. Maybe it's ego. I don't know. Somebody help me understand. But I think that we all agree, after talking to many different moving parts, we all agree that it's time for the community to take the community back. And one person don't own the community. It takes a community to save a community. And that's where we got to be. That's the call to action. My call to action for Truth Nation is to make sure we take back our power as residents, as citizens, as people that understand that, okay, we got to live in these communities, raise our families here. It's time for us to step forward and do what we know is right. And we can see it. We got eyes we can see. Now, some folks are a little slower than others, DJ. Some folks are a little slow. They still want to believe in the potential. They still want to believe in the potential. But, hey, sometimes you got to abandon that potential and try to look at the action. When they say love is blind, it's because you're looking at the potential, which may take some time to manifest, and it may not even manifest at all, but you're looking at the potential instead of what's really going on. It's time for us to take a clear look at what we do have. What do we have? And how can we enhance what we have to get something better, or how we can get rid of what we have to get something brand new to work it? Let's start right there. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have more conversation. I got a story I wanted to share. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Low.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Low Show will be right back on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 5th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Atlanta Braves.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Tune in August 5th at 6:15 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Need health care but don't have insurance? City on the Hills Health Clinic offers free medical care, mental health counseling, and dental hygiene services for uninsured and underinsured Milwaukee residents. They're on a mission to end generational poverty in all its forms, and you can be a beneficiary of it. If you've got a heart for Milwaukee and qualify as a Milwaukee resident, take advantage of City on the Hills Health Clinic today. Just visit cityonthehillmke.org. That's cityonthehillmke.org. City on the Hill, hope, healing, and health for our city. Visit City on the Hill today.
Immerse yourself in a place where bold ideas are sought after, where all are encouraged to bring their personal flourish. Here, innovation is a way of life. In this city, the beat flows. Together, we're dancing to the rhythm. Forward. Now, it's your turn to grab hold of that energy, where you'll remember not just the meals, the celebrations, or the uncommon coast. What you'll remember is how we made you feel. Come experience Milwaukee, where fresh meets fearless every day.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
This is the Tory Low Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Drive slow, homie. Drive slow, homie. You never know, homie. Might meet some
homie. You need to pump your brakes and drive slow, homie. My homie Molly used to stay
101.7 The Truth, Tory Low Show, DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. I want to talk about this Milwaukee woman charged in a fatal crash while fleeing police. 22-year-old woman faces charges for allegedly causing a fatal car crash while fleeing police, killing a Lyft driver and injuring his passenger. Now, I wanted to do this story before I went on this weekend, or I wanted to talk about the reckless driving idea. And many times I don't get to every story because we got so much going on. But I wanted to go back a little bit and try to pull this one up because the reckless driving in the city, and somebody was talking to me over the weekend about how they don't even want to even drive down the street because there's so many accidents in certain areas of the city, and they just worried about not being able to make it back. And I was like, you can't live in fear, but it ain't like how they was feeling was invalid. I acknowledge that the idea that, okay, it may be some concern here, but I'm starting to see more and more people, whether it's reckless driving, a loved one being injured due to violence, or maybe even evictions. People are coming to me with all different types of conversation. Even I got offered to go and do some research on what's going on with the lead removal in the city. People hit me up and tell me, hey, Tory, this is where I'm at. This is what we can do. And I'll make it around to everybody. Trust me, I'm going to make it around to everybody because that's what I do. But at the same time, there's so many fires going, But I'm starting to see that a lot of people are kind of like on the roads, keeping their head on a swivel, looking both ways, And you would think, okay, I'm not going to drive. I'm finna get in a Lyft. I'm finna call a Lyft because I Uber and I Lyft too. I Uber more than I Lyft. But what I'm saying is, I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm gonna be cool because I'm finna go and get in this Uber and I'm be straight. Well, in this situation, this reckless driver fleeing police hit the Lyft driver. We got the story as we broadcast live on social media. WICN 12. Let's listen.
And TJ, there are actually 2 victims in this crash.
Blake, the Lyft driver had a passenger in his back seat who survived the crash. We talked to the families of both men tonight about that horrible moment that left both cars mangled here in front of this Brady Street bakery. A 22-year-old Milwaukee woman charged Friday with fleeing from police and second-degree reckless homicide, accused of causing this Tuesday night crash that killed an innocent driver. Prosecutors say Sarah Wilkerson was behind the wheel of a black Chevy that sped down Humboldt and crashed into a Mitsubishi going east on a busy Brady Street. The Mitsubishi driver did not survive.
He's very young. He's only 28 years old.
Rahim Meany says his nephew, El Makdar Sadaya, was driving a Lyft the night he died. The 28-year-old had immigrated to Milwaukee to start fresh. He had just enrolled in an English second language school days before the crash.
He's supposed to start on August 2nd or August 3rd. I believe that's what he told me.
Sadaya's Lyft passenger, 27-year-old Marquise Ward, who suffered broken bones, a collapsed lung, and lacerated spleen and liver. His brother telling 12 News Ward is conscious at a hospital and lucky to be alive. The complaint against Wilkerson says her car was going 60 miles per hour, 3 seconds before impact. The speed limit there, 25 miles per hour. When asked why she didn't pull over for police, Wilkerson told investigators she has had bad anxiety and a bad history with police and doesn't remember what happened until she struck another vehicle. Sadaya's uncle now hopes for stricter laws and tougher penalties for reckless drivers.
I wish that they come up with a new law, and my hope is to see that law coming soon.
Just heartbreaking for that family. TJ, do we know what started the chase in the first place?
Well, Blake, according to the criminal complaint, officers attempted to stop the driver when she turned onto Teutonia Ave at a high rate of speed. She refused to stop, and that's when the chase ensued.
We saw what happened after that. TJ Dysart live.
So this is what's wild to me. First of all, you already out here speeding. You saying you got anxiety from having issues with police, but you was already speeding. You drew the attention to you. You would think if you didn't want to have any contact with police, that you would at least draw the speed limit. You know, I understand. I deal with a lot of people that got PTSD from dealing with law enforcement or being brutalized or whatever they say happened. I deal with that all the time. But this is crazy because if you was actually trying to avoid dealing with cops, why are you running through lights and speeding and whipping around the corner? I understand what I'm saying. Like, you would think that I would be on my best behavior because I don't want to have any interaction or conflict with law enforcement. So for you to just say that you got anxiety when you see police and you were speeding before they got to you. You probably got more reckless. You probably got more reckless. See, to me, this is where I gotta cut that extra excuse off, because many times a lot of things people bring on themselves due to their own personal behavior. They did this. You did this on your own accord because you could be out here avoiding. If I was scared of something, I wouldn't even go near it, or I wouldn't even give them the opportunity to actually get on top of me. So I'm gonna ease my way through things. If I don't like police bothering me, I'm not gonna give them a reason to get behind me. Hey, whew. And then the loss of life, you know, the loss of life, a young man that was trying to better his life and another young man in the back seat that was trying to better their life. And this is where I say we gotta, as a community, we see people that do stupid, you know, I don't want to say stupid stuff, but I do want to say it, but that ain't the point. We see people do things that it kind of give us a red flag, and they be our friends and they be acting a certain way. We got to start telling them people, hey, look, man, that attitude ain't going to produce nothing good. The way you going about things are not going to be right. Some people get hard-headed, and they'll listen to you, tell them something, they'll take offense to it, but at least you know, if you ever get out here and do something to embarrass the family or whatever, don't call me. Don't call me. See, a lot of these people got the comfortability that they going to call you when they get out here and act reckless after you told them not to do certain things. And then y'all still go and try to help them even though they ain't listen to you. I don't do that. I'm telling you now so you don't get involved in no mess. And I'm letting you know now that if you get out here and embarrass this family or get out here and embarrass our friends, I'm not the one to call. I'm not the one to call. Now, if it's righteous, if you get out here and something happen and you know, we got to fight, let it be. Let it do. But if you out here acting reckless, violent, harming innocent life, don't call me. I'm not the one to call. I'm not coming. I'm telling you now. So let's be clear. And this is what you got to do. We got Brian on the lines. If y'all want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. It's the city in the middle of a crisis. Brian.
Yeah. How you doing, Tory? Love your show.
Bless you, brother.
I would say, yeah, the city is in the middle of a crisis because when it comes to these people speeding in these cars, there must be there must either be under mind control or it's the music or something. Because the way people speed just all out the blue for no particular reason, just to be speeding, that to me seems like they're just I don't know what it is will make somebody speed that fast when they're not even being chased or not even being shot at. These people aren't being shot at. You have random people to just do what this woman did all the time, all day, every day here in Milwaukee.
Right.
Just all out the blue start speeding. No reason, not going to no job, not ducking nobody, just speeding for no particular reason. And to that, I would say it has to do with a brain problem. There has to be a brain problem. You know, when you have people on there that are victims, that's fine. But I think what we need to do is we need to interview some of these bad actors, like immediately, to see what the hell. I mean, nobody asked.
Well, these bad actors be sometimes, by the time we see them, they be in jail. I can't get to them unless they call me from the county and they got the number blocked.
The jails need to allow people to speak, to ask these people, because that's the only way you're going to find out how to solve these problems, to find out what these people are going through. You got to ask them right at the beginning of the incident. Now, I understand the legal stuff and all that kind of stuff, and after the fact, you get to say the mumble BS that she got a chance to say. But back in my day, when somebody would do something stupid, a reporter was right there on the scene to ask the question, well, why did you do certain things? Why did you do this? And then you'll get a response from them when they're doing the perp walk. Nowadays, we don't have anybody out there asking the perpetrator, anything up front before they even go into jail. There's nothing wrong with doing that, just to get a response to find out what bubblehead idea was going through their mind. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, if somebody would have asked, what's the guy, Maxwell Anderson, where he put Sade's part at in the beginning on his perp walk, his silly, you know what, might have just, upped up some information. But you give them a chance to recollect and get their lives together, you get this doublespeak after the fact. Anxiety, like this woman does. No, that woman's just stupid. Dumb and stupid. That's all it is to it. We have a problem with black folks in Milwaukee just plain dumb. We also have them in the population that are ignorant and evil, but some of them are just plain bubblehead stupid, and they don't need to be behind cars. I mean, I got T-boned in 2022 driving for a living, and so thank goodness the young guy that hit me stayed on scene and pulled me out the car. But for the most part, these people just speed for no intelligent reason whatsoever. Just do it.
Man, listening to the music, zoning out. It's a problem. It's definitely a problem, and it's costing lives, innocent lives. Hey, look, when we come back, if you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. We got some talk to text. We got some chat. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Low.
More of the Tory Low Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know it's not just a car, it also drives your children's dreams. So whether you're going to soccer practice, robotics club, or opening night in the school play, we help protect those dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 1017 The Truth.
And what are some of the ways that you're inspiring people? Because, one of the biggest opportunities, in particular in the African-American community, is access, exposure, and awareness.
For Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, we've been here 76 years.
Wow.
And our mantra is saving the lives you love. So if someone you love needs a blood transfusion and they're in any hospital in Southeast Wisconsin here, that blood's coming from us. And so we're trying to make sure that we're communicating that, because I think folks maybe don't understand that blood can't be manufactured. And summers are always tough because schools are out and we collect about 20 to 25% of our blood from schools. So it's always a day-to-day struggle. We say that the blood that's on the shelves is the blood that saves lives. And a lot of times people are compelled to donate when something bad happens. And our mission and our job is to educate folks so that we can get ahead of the curve and keep 3 days of inventory on the shelves. So we're in a decent spot right now, but we're on the streets every day trying to inspire people to join our mission. One of our big projects that we're proud of is Versity on King, which is part of the Thrive On collaboration in the Gimbel Schuster building on Martin Luther King Drive. And next year, we're going to open a destination center there. It'll be a blood donation center, but it'll be more than that because we've realized that we can't be transactional with our relationships in the Black community. We need to do things that are intentional and that show that we're there to stay. But the reason that we're there is because not enough people that look like us donate. And so for disorders like sickle cell disease that disproportionately affect us, the race can matter. But I like to say that, Black folks have a superpower in their blood. 44% of Black blood donors will have this rare trait that makes their blood more likely to be able to be a match for a sickle cell patient. And that 44%, that is way higher than what we would find in other races.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Brewers outscored the Nationals 38-14 in a 3-game sweep this weekend. They also set a franchise record with 56 hits over a 3-game series and maintained their 2-game lead over the Cubs.
And the Brewers turn a double play, and it's a landslide victory in D.C. The Brewers win it 14-3. It's a Milwaukee mandate. They sweep the Nationals, and the Brewers, the first to 67 wins in Major League Baseball.
The Brewers take on the Atlanta Braves in a 3-game series. Brewers sit atop the MLB at 67-44. The Packers host their first preseason game this upcoming Saturday against the Jets at 7 p.m. The Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
You are listening to The Tory Low Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Low Show, DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Is the city in a crisis? This was the conversation that kept coming up. A lot of people feel like we in a state of emergency when it comes to what we need to do as far as a community to get things on the right track. We need results now. We don't need to wait. We don't need to have 20 meetings. I say we could do it today once we decide that we gonna do our part and making sure that we do the internal work that it takes to build, to rebuild. That's an internal idea. That's when it's time for you to get things together, you got to go inside. We got to go inside our communities, inside of us. We got to start saying, hey, what can we do? What can I do to make this better? What is the frequency? And once you tap in, it's going to be powerful. We've been talking about the reckless driving that happened. Once again, another situation down on Brady Street where a woman ran into a Lyft driver, killed the Lyft driver, and injured a young man in the back seat. Grace P. in the chat says a lot of people have serious mental health issues. However much we try to reason with them, it doesn't work if the deeper mental health issues in our community are not fixed. Motor Elephant says Brady Street is not the type of street where you can speed. It is too narrow, but some people always find a way. It comes a point where you got to tell folks, I'm not messing with you no more, or you're not going to get my resources if you're out here causing trouble. Because some people know that they can run to your house. Y'all got folks sitting around y'all right now that's crash out, that got that mentality. They listen, and they probably love listening to the Tory Low show. I'm telling y'all that ain't cool. That's not good. You know, it's going to cause a situation where somebody's going to end up being severely injured or loss of life, and then y'all going to have to pay the price for that. And a lot of times people don't realize, like this woman in the story, she said she don't know why she was doing it until after the accident was over with. Now she feels some remorse. It's too late. It's too late. We got White Widow on the lines. White Widow, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, happy start of the week, huh? Get it ready. It's another run. Hey, Tory? Oh, my gosh. I picked up another pardon, but anyways, are you there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, so I'm at the courthouse again today, right? I'm a drunk. Okay, let me spit this out. And you know how I always look at notices? I read everything. But remember 2 years ago when I gave you that poster of David Crowley standing there, it was throughout the whole courthouse, that said because of diversity, Milwaukee is the healthiest county in the state. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? Okay, fine. All right, cool. I just want to tell you that. So on August 3rd, because they have to make a public notice of this, Milwaukee County officials, all of them, were invited to the Wasserman Lake House gathering. It's a social gathering. No business is to be discussed. This is also to be considered and constitute a meeting of the county board. It's in Lake Keesis, Wasserman Lake House gathering, Merton, Wisconsin, just for socializing. That's what we're paying for. And isn't it a shame that our Milwaukee County officials have to go all the way to Lake Keesis, Merton, some rich place, you know what I mean? Instead
like a relaxation, like a vacation.
Yeah, but it's on our clock. It's considered business, and it says right on the notice, if it's only to socialize, we can't talk any business. We don't pay for people to go on vacation. That's okay, and there's another one. This coming August 22nd, this is for only the county board supervisors, and that's on a Friday at 1 o'clock on the clock. They're going to be attending a tour at Trimbone Farm, joined by the staff of Milwaukee County Parks Department and the Historical Society. This place is located in Greendale, Wisconsin, 88th and Grange. Again, on the clock for a tour while Washington Park swimming pool stays closed. This is what kills me. Now, they put these little notices up because they think nobody's going to pay attention. They hide it on the internet because they make sure, bleep, bleep. It looks so bland, ain't nobody going to know. But this is where the money's going. And this is the behavior of our elected and county officials. This is Milwaukee County. The guy, both of them I don't like. Now, I got to go to the courthouse and spend $89 to file a lawsuit to get the monies that are paid to the ACLU before they come in September. I call it Discovery War. Discovery World is $84 for me and my grandkids. So now they got to wait. And I'm getting mad, Tory. I'm getting mad at Crawley. I'm getting mad at Cavalier. Just please tell anybody, tell Tory. Don't talk to me if you don't like me. Why will you not adhere to the Wisconsin Open Records Act and tell us how much money since November of 2018 we have paid to the ACLU settlement. It's an ongoing settlement. That's all I'm asking.
Maybe we can get somebody from the ACLU to come in and talk about that.
No, they're crooks. The ACLU are crooks. Anybody who has any type of reputation at all in the civil rights industry in this country internationally, their big claim to fame was the Crown Act. So people can't discriminate against you for your hairdo.
Well, I'll say this. It's a lot going on. White Widow always at the county, looking up. She said that they was going on a retreat or something. So that's what it sounded like. But at the end of the day, when I was out dealing with the community and they was telling me, hey, Tory, everybody pulled me over and they got their own little section that they pay attention to. and what they think that is bothering them from those different sections. So I get to see and hear a well-rounded idea when it comes to the community. And I'll tell you this, I think that none of it will ever change until we change as a people, as residents, as people that live and raise our families and look for work in these environments. And many times when we don't have, it's because we didn't come together and demand this for our votes, this for our efforts, energy. You got to be able to contribute that to make sure that everything is working to the best that it could possibly work. That's all I'm saying. So if that's not happening, individuals can take stabs at different agencies and ideas all they want. But to make real change, it's going to take everybody. And I always tell people, like, sometimes it felt like I was just shoveling an endless amount of dirt that, and even no matter how much I shoveled it, it was still a huge pile. It was still a huge pile of it. I was helping as many people as I could, but it was never enough because the energy that was creating the pile was still there. Like, so until you stop what's creating the energy or move into a different direction with a different philosophy, it's going to continue to be a lot. Understand what I'm saying, Truth Nation? But when we come back, I want to talk about this, what they're doing out at State Fair. And it's a lot of people on foot patrol, and they did an article on it. I wanted to bring that in front of Truth Nation this Monday because these are some of the positive efforts that are happening right now. So I want to talk about it. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Low.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Low Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hi, I'm Theo, and I'm a proud Riverside University High School Tiger. As a rising junior, I'm excited to get involved in the many opportunities that RUHS offers, like sports, clubs, and advanced placement classes. But what I love most about Riverside are all of the chances to grow and build relationships with classmates. Riverside is one of the most welcoming high schools in the city. On Saturday, August 23rd, from 11 to 3, come and join us for the Truth Family Fest. We'll have entertainment, food trucks, and vendors. See you there.
Are you or anyone you know looking for a new job opportunity? Attend the City of Milwaukee Job Fair on Thursday, August 14th from noon to 3 p.m. at 2 locations. Visit us at Jackson Park, Picnic Area 2, located at 3500 West Forest Home Avenue, and at the Basilica of St. Josephat, located at 2333 South 6th Street. Vendors from multiple employment sectors will be present to meet with you and share opportunities for hiring, training, upskilling, and more. We will also feature a live DJ, food, and refreshments while supplies last. Brought to you by Common Council President Jose G. Perez and Alderwoman Jocasta Zamaripa. Sponsored by City of Milwaukee, Milwaukee Common Council, City of Milwaukee Department of Administration, Office of Community Wellness and Safety, Northcott Neighborhood House, Fathers Making Progress, Northwest Side Community Development Corporation, State of Wisconsin DWD, Ross Innovative Employment Solutions, Goodwill Industries of Southeast Wisconsin, UMOS, DCMKE, 30th Street Corridor, Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Milwaukee, Milwaukee County Parks, Greater Milwaukee Urban League, Maximus, and Amplifier.
Hey everybody, it's Melanie Ricks. You all know I love supporting a local team. That's why I'm excited to tell you about UW Credit Union. They've been serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. And when I was in school, they helped me learn how to plan for my future and make my money grow. Even now, they're still always there for me when I have questions. And they'll be there for you too. So stop by any of their 13 Milwaukee area branches or visit uwcu.org to become a UW Credit Union member today, like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Summer in Milwaukee is nonstop. Festivals, live music, and fresh city vibes fill the season, you already know. From world-famous cultural celebrations to hidden gem street fairs, every neighborhood is a stage, alive with handcrafted traditions, homegrown talent, and world-class entertainment. Music, flavor, culture, whenever you visit, the Cream City is ready to celebrate. This summer, don't just visit, make sure you experience Milwaukee, the city of festivals.
We Energies want you to keep this important safety message in mind. Before you start digging, planting, or landscaping on your property, call 811 to have underground utilities marked. Calling 811 at least 3 business days before you plan to dig will help you know what's below and can prevent a hazardous situation. Our representatives will mark the underground utilities on your property for free. So remember, stay safe and call before you dig.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
It's the Tory Low Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You mean fire, fire. On and on and on. It's a 5-minute song. Yeah, I'm trying to go. It's a 5-minute slow twerk song. She make the thing pop when she go low. You mean she's at the fire, fire. She's at the fire, fire. She's at the
1017 The Truth, Tory Low Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. I want to go over the state fair where violence interrupters are walking to keep the Wisconsin State Fairgrounds safe for all visitors. Salute to everybody, the violence interrupters out there, because that was a huge concern that the young people would kind of ruin it almost. I know a lot of people saying that, I don't even know if the attendance is down or not, but a lot of people that I was talking to was like, they don't even want to deal with the headache. But I think that there are efforts to make sure that that a lot of that nonsense is down to a minimum. And we got an article, matter of fact, Black Shife, that came on the show. He'll be on the show this week because they got a thing with Tommy Davis coming up, a comedy show with Tommy Davis. He's going to be at the comedy show. But the thing is, there is people on the ground, Von Mays, Black Shife, 414 Life. They are all out there in efforts to minimize a lot of the things that probably would be going on, or the young people that would be causing disturbances out there at State Fair, along with a lot of other restrictions that they have put in place. So they're trying to make State Fair less, well, I guess less, well, I don't know what to call it. I don't want to put no curse on the young people, but less disruptive, I guess. But we got a news article if you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
Now at 10, the State Fair signals a busy summer weekend in Milwaukee, and one group is out to make sure safety is a top priority. In order to make sure everyone is having a fun and safe time, community groups are coming together to volunteer their time towards violence prevention. Marion McCarr watched Black and other members of his group at work tonight at the fairgrounds.
Walk around State Fair Park, and you'll likely see groups of orange shirts around the grounds. A boots-on-the-ground effort to be a beacon of safety for everyone there.
We're violence prevention, and we're doing just that, preventing violence before it starts.
Black Schiff is one of the volunteers working with community groups from around Milwaukee County to interrupt violence before it begins at popular spots like the State Fair.
If we see them congregating and it look like it could turn into something, we get in there and we diffuse it immediately. So we just go in with an open mind. We don't know the situation, but we do know what we don't want to come from the situation.
He tells me they are there to support anyone who needs it, from fairgoers and families to officers on duty.
We're just here for safety, make sure everybody okay and have a good time.
The volunteers in these groups coming from communities across the county, something they say is a vital part of stopping violence as it starts.
We have direct entry into the communities, you know what I mean? We have relationships, we have the direct access, and us being here, you know, for some people it takes a little bit off their shoulders.
Schiff and his group say during day one of the fair, only one incident of violence was reported and quickly resolved. State Fair officials confirming no other issues took place. Dang. For violence interrupters, the goal of their work is simple.
We need to have fun. We need to be nonviolent. We're all we got. You know what I mean? We as a community are all we got. If we don't do it, it's not going to get done.
In West Dallas,
right,
Marion McCarr.
You know, not Schiff. You know, they gotta get it right. Put some respect on his name, Black Shife. We're gonna talk more about all of the positive things and some of the things we may have to pay attention to when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Low.
Your expression on your face, that's got to me. And the man wasn't lying.
What you mean the expression on my face? How can you see my face? You listening to me on the radio, man.
No, I'm watching you on YouTube, too.
Oh, all right, then. You're an old man, and you know about YouTube. How old are you, Adam? You about 85.
83.
I'll be dipped. How blessed are we to have you?
Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 19th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in August 19th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Being a caregiver for a family member can be very rewarding. It can be very challenging, too. Besides taking a physical and emotional toll, it can also take a real financial toll, especially if you're paying for home safety upgrades, covering medical expenses, cutting back on hours at your job, or having to leave your job altogether. In some states and in certain situations, you may be eligible to get paid for the care you provide, but finding reliable information about caregiver compensation can be overwhelming and very time-consuming. The AARP Foundation Paid for Care Hub can help. It's a free online tool developed with support from United Healthcare, where you can search compensation programs, explore your options, and get answers to frequently asked questions. Find out today if it's possible to be compensated for the time, effort, and care you're providing. Visit paidforcare.aarpfoundation.org to learn more.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Join the movement. Listen to the Tory Low Show on 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, the locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. Several people have been diagnosed with the disease measles in Wisconsin this year. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services reports that 9 cases were confirmed in Oconto County. DHS says the measles virus is extremely contagious, and up to 90% of the people around a person with the virus may also become infected if they are not vaccinated. DHS reports all persons infected were exposed to a common source during out-of-state travel. Currently, risk of exposure in the community remains low at this time. Measles can be prevented with 2 doses of the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine. The Racine Water Utility says some customers have noticed a musty or earthly smell or taste. Officials say it's due to warmer temperatures in Lake Michigan and natural organic matter. The stress water is safe to drink, and testing shows no signs of contamination. Crews are increasing treatment methods and flushing hydrants across the city to improve water quality. As an ongoing issue in Racine, officials say running your cold tap for a few moments can help with taste. Scammers are getting bolder, and now they're pretending to be Wisconsin consumer protection officials. DATCP says people have been receiving calls from scammers claiming to be with the agency. A representative of the DATCP, Michelle Rainin, says this.
DadCap has certainly been manipulated. Scammers sent fraudulent messages to our DadCap licensees asking them to renew their licenses by providing private information.
If you get a suspicious call, contact DATCP directly through their official number or website. This has been your news update. The Tory Low Show continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Low, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Low from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Low. Tory Low Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Low Show. And the question of the day, are we in a state of emergency, Truth Nation? Is the city in a crisis? I've been talking to people. It was a lot of festivities going on. People was out trying to enjoy themselves, but they had their head on the swivel, Truth Nation. They said, we out here having fun, but while they talking, they looking both ways. They walking away, looking around like, okay, God bless you, have a good day. But they looking both ways before they cross the streets. This is what's happening. And I'm saying, if y'all want to chime into the conversation today, what do you think can be done? What are some of the positive things that are going on? And what do we need to have to be able to take action against what we're seeing? We got somebody in the talk to text. I want to grab one of the talk to text. 7551 says laws and punishment is sad and weak for recklessness. Non-licensed drivers a joke. This is why people drive I ain't gonna say that drive like the Indy 500 all in the inner city. I'm on the south side near Parkard and Drexel. None of that crap happens. None of that crap is nowhere. Our people with a sad face. Hey, DJ Brother Z, like I said, it's where you live at. It's a reflection of what you allow to happen. That's all I'm gonna say. And a lot of people ain't gonna take that kind of responsibility and say, they gonna say they ain't got nothing to do with me. But really, if you go around well-ran communities, everybody takes authority in their neighborhoods. That's why some of y'all can't even walk through the neighborhood because you ain't from there. Hey, I don't want to get into that. Hey, that's why y'all get harassed by Karen, kids and Karen. Hey, but we got Winky Blue on the lines. Winky Blue, how you doing, Brother Wink?
Hey, good afternoon to you, my man. I just heard you read a text to talk or talk to text thing talking about it. Don't happen over there in South Milwaukee, Packard Avenue, Oak Creek, Packard and Drexel. That's Franklin. Going east, that's going to be on east. That's probably South Milwaukee. Listen, man, they do that over there too. Brother, they do it over there. They do it right off of Layton by the airport, burning donuts, acting fool.
Don't they cut off the streets and do didn't they had the spinning the donuts, doing the donuts at the intersection?
Brother, these people, these are just regular citizen drivers. It ain't no call to take over the street and nothing. These are just people young people, and probably some old ones, out burning their wheels, man, burning their rubber, man, doing these things. So, it's all over the place. It's all over the place, and it's definitely over there in South Milwaukee, which he just got through talking about. It's not there. Now, they probably not out there in the streets, but I'm sure they hear wheels screeching. And when it comes down to the state fair, only about the last 25, maybe 28 years, that black folk, when did that Jam for Peace start happening? See, we was never fans or invited to the state fair. Blacks never went to the state fair. I remember going to the state fair as a kid, man. We was probably the only blacks there, man. It was probably about 4 or 5 black people throughout the whole park. Okay, we always went to the Summerfest, but they wanted to get rid of us out the Summerfest, so they got rid of the black folk by getting rid of the Midway. So that slowed down the young people. So now we got a Midway out at State Fair. Now, because the young blacks that go there, we go there for the ride and the midway. We're not going there for the educational piece, the animals and all that. And that brings me to a question. Maybe you can help me with this urban farming, urban gardening, urban farming.
That they be doing in the empty lots.
Right. Are we able to maybe grow a bull in the inner city? I think you can get a license for a farm animal and grow you a champion.
I know
bull.
some people that got chickens.
Yeah, well, chickens you can do, but I'm wondering, can you grow you a cold-blooded bull for 4-H and go out to the state fair and get you a blue ribbon bull or something, and you can make some real money off that bull, man.
Hey,
you can get him as a champion, So I wonder, can you do that in your urban garden? And I tell you, the state fair park really ain't for you out there. They don't need our money. They don't need our little couple dollars to deal with it, because they come from all over the state, all over the country, basically, because we got a renowned state fair here.
Mm-hmm.
And, so they walking around out there marching, making it look like they trying to keep peace. Well, I guess every little bit counts, but it looks bad. It says a lot for us. It says a lot that we got to have that kind of babysitting going on. We need our own way. We need something else. That's the black folk is attracted to the midway. Without that, we no Negroes even go out there. I'm going to be honest with you. With that, man, I'm going to get out of here, black man.
All right,
have a good day.
Thanks for chiming in. We got some chat, some interesting stuff going on in the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat that's chiming in on the conversation today. Zay Touche says, let's be clear. It's not just young people, young blacks, or black driving reckless. I drive all day for work and see a lot of reckless driving all over the city. An old Asian lady ran a light the other day right next to me, shaking my head. Hey. I think that they try to pin it on a certain group of people, but I do think that reckless driving is all over the place. I think it's just when they shine the light on the north side, sometimes they tend to make what's going on the north side the face, because it's easier to put that out there. But if they actually put multiple faces of what's actually happening out there, then we can probably get to some real solutions, because I think that we could have created things for the people that got the speed demon, the speed foot, the lead foot. And I've been out in Iowa and Minnesota, and they got the figure eights. They got the track, these little tracks to the side where people put their cars together and get out there and release that speed demon out there on the figure eight track. I seen it out there when I was in Iowa and Minnesota, and every weekend or in the summertime, they would have the races. And so if people want to speed, they would go over there, So I don't know. I mean, we got huge tracks that ain't even being used. And like I said, I mean, I got some ideas that I threw out there plenty of times, but I don't know how they want to conduct. A lot of the people with the resources, I don't know how they want to get down with stuff like that. But it was an incident, DJ Brother Z, the incident, Oak Creek home invasion. They want to make it seem like crime is actually narrowed down to one space. But I'm telling you, it's things happening everywhere. It's just that when the media come and focus in on a one group of people or one idea, then that's what they run with. I tell you right now, that's what they run with. And then, it's other things going on. I was I had sent DJ Brother Z article about some kids, some teens doing a home invasion, They said 3 unidentified people broke into a home in Oak Creek. And they do crimes everywhere. Crime is going on right now. Why the Tory Low show going on the south side, in Oak Creek, in Sherwood, I'm telling you. But it's just sometimes when you have a broken community and you don't have no true hardcore foundational ideas, they can just zoom in over there because ain't nobody gonna give them no pushback. Because they won't zoom in on the well-ran or idealistically well-ran neighborhoods like that. But they can come into the north side because everybody scattered all over the place. So, when everybody's separate, they can pull that. They can pull it, But it's a story that I wanted to pull up about what happened in Oak Creek with the home invasion. 3 unidentified people broke into a home in Oak Creek on Saturday night, August 2nd. And this is something that if you don't, if this would have happened on the north side, these are things where when they do the stories on these things, but they'll hit it and it'll be on to something else. But I want to talk about this. We got video if you're watching live. They got footage too of the people breaking in the house. Let's listen.
Police are searching for suspects after an overnight shooting. Police were called to 27th and Goldcrest right around 9 o'clock last night for that shooting. When they arrived, they found a 27-year-old with a gunshot wound.
All right,
they went to the
that's
hospital and are
DJ Brothers.
expected to be okay.
I guess that's another shooting that took place. But hey, I want to get that home invasion. I'm gonna tell you, the shooting's been going crazy this year. The shooting's been going crazy this year. I'm talking about. Every other day, I've been getting a call with a family saying, hey, we want justice. It's a lot of shootings and a lot of people that ain't paying the price for those shootings. And I'll tell you this, with young Tweezy and Bubba Dubs and Diamond, a lot of those situations are unresolved. A lot of those situations from people in our community that have been shot are unresolved and ain't got nobody in custody. And if we were more tighter as a community, I urge the community to start fighting against some of these elements, because today it's people that you may not be your relative or loved one, but tomorrow it is your relative or loved one. So we got to start putting a foundational idea that if you harm innocent life, I got to handle you rough. Because today it's the innocent life that we talking about on the news. Tomorrow is your innocent life that's taken. So are we just sitting back waiting till it hits your family for you to say something? Because that's what it seemed like to me.
That's just how that video started.
Okay. Well, we got some, we got the home invasion up. We got some video on it out of Oak Creek. Let's listen.
Night shooting. Police were called to 27th and Goldcrest right around 9 o'clock last night for that shooting. When they arrived, they found a 27-year-old with a gunshot wound. They went to the hospital and are expected to be okay. Cause of the shooting is still under investigation. If you have any information, you're asked to call police right away. It's a dreaded situation for any parent. An Oak Creek family shaken after an alarming home invasion last night.
You can see the video here. Our Rhea Jones reports 2 kids were inside the home when those suspects entered.
Interior surveillance cameras capture a door casing breaking as multiple suspects barge into a home near the intersection of 27th and Rawson. Toys are still outside the home, where family members tell us just before 9:45 Saturday night, 3 people, all wearing masks, forced their way inside of the home with 2 children inside. Fox 6 has learned the 2 children are ages 11 and 12. Their father, Joseph Duke, says he recently started allowing them to be home alone.
Me and the wife were out at an event at the Yacht Club, South Milwaukee. We left our kids home. They didn't want to come with us.
Then this.
I got a phone call about an hour in saying, Dad, somebody is in the house. Then when I checked the cameras, I noticed 3 males kicking in my rear door of my home and proceeded to go through the house.
He and his daughter both called 911. What was going through your mind when you saw that video?
My kids. Absolutely, my kids are there, just panicking.
Oak Creek police say they were able to secure the scene as neighbors stood by on high alert.
It's scary. Very, very scary to have stuff like that happen.
Officers made contact with the children who were inside unharmed. When they arrived, the suspects were already gone.
They opened up the closet door and locked themselves in. They were a little emotional, but they told me, they said, Dad, we did everything you told us to do.
Duke says his daughter saw one of the suspects with a gun. He's grateful no one was hurt.
I thank God above that he spared my kids.
In Oak Creek, Rhea Jones, Fox 6 News.
All right, now look, I'm gonna tell you this: they got home invasions, you got crime, you got shootings, you got everything. So let's not try to narrow it down to one group that's being affected by this violence, okay? And I always tell people, okay, that I see the mainstream narrative. You can tell when people don't know what's going on, they'll talk the mainstream narratives. They'll, what they've seen on TV or on scrolling with the internet. All I'm saying is it's going to take everybody, no matter what you look like, to be a part of the solution when you want things to get better. That's it. That's it. If you standing somewhere and you're saying, okay, these people got to make it better, no, you got to say, okay, we got to make it better and create the environment for those to lead us to come from that environment of making it better. Take the leadership from those that are trying to make it better. You can't get nobody to make it better if they don't give it. I don't even know if can I say that? I can't say. Okay, I can say damn. Yeah, okay, good. Because I try not to swear on the radio. I don't practice swearing on the radio. Or say,
damn's not a cuss word.
Okay, good. I mean, because
I forgot though, you was a deacon.
Right,
so.
I was a deacon in church. So I mean, I'm not trying to swear or nothing like that, because regardless if I'm swearing I got high blood pressure or not, somebody's still gonna get shot or
so you want a podcast, but you don't.
Just saying,
come on, Tory,
I'm about to get the podcast, because then I can just, because I ain't got to worry about the radio, FCC, and all of that. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is we got to get up off our porches. That's it. And we got to get outside. And all I can do is be an example of how that look. I could go out there and get outside, but I need to see more people outside. That's why when we do our call to actions, that's why it's powerful, because we don't need no meeting. If I say we got to get these folks up off the street, that's the meeting. That's it. Let's get them up off the street. Okay, I guess we got to go have a meeting. I don't know. It's our community, and when we decide to take action, that's when everything gonna turn around. That's it. That's it. Hey, look, when we come back, it's a story. It's a wild story that I want to bring in front of Truth Nation. A train hits and kills a grandfather Sunday morning in Kenosha. A grandfather got hit by a train. I want to talk about that when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Low.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Low Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Milwaukee, it's time to turn the TV off and turn your speakers up so you can hear what the future leaders of the world have to say. Truth Nation, I'm proud to present the 8 Block, powered by City on the Hill and 1017 The Truth, hosted by me, your boy, Ben Jammin. Every other Saturday at 9 a.m., 8 Milwaukee teams will share stories and laughs that will speak truth to what matters most in their lives.
I'm here to discover different levels about myself.
I'm really here to get my name out there and have a different perspective on life.
So tap in every other Saturday at 9 a.m. Truth Nation, welcome to the 8 Block.
Wow, a bomb by Yelich.
Join the crew for an electric matchup when the Brewers host the Mets August 8th through the 10th. The weekend starts with a celebration at Cerveceros Night on Friday the 8th, featuring makers markets, music, and more. Then don't miss an all-new Christian Yelich bobblehead giveaway on Saturday the 9th, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Close out the series with Sunday matinee baseball and a limited edition Jacob Mizorowski t-shirt giveaway. Grab your tickets at Brewers.com.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law offices make our community a better place.
They are the best.
For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law offices.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Make your home safer. Get rid of unused household chemicals at MMSD Home Hazmat Drop-Off. It's free to visit a collection center. Get all the info you need at MMSD.com. Milwaukee County residents only, no businesses.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Low Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's a lot of niggas in the club tonight. What? But it's gonna be alright. Yeah. Cause me and my clique, we don't give a rock. We don't give a rock. Trick Daddy.
August is Black Business Month, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth is teaming up with Associated Bank to celebrate the excellence of Black-owned business in our community. Together, we are committed to uplifting local organizations and supporting Black businesses. And this is why Carrie Noni will be hosting Black Business Spotlight Show on Tuesday, August 26th from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. She will spotlight 3 locally owned Black business and tell their stories of success. Whatever your financial needs are, Associated Bank can help. Member FDIC. Also, Truth Nation, tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth Black Business Give Back Spotlight this Friday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Low Show and The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. Kyle Wallace will be joined by Sensory Irving, founder, executive director at Source Resources and Beyond. They will discuss Irving's efforts to create a family stability for people in Milwaukee and why she opened up a community food pantry to provide a necessary resource for those in need in our community. Once again, that's Black Business Give Back Spotlight this Friday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Hey, look, it was a situation that I saw in Kenosha, and they said that a grandfather was killed after he was hit by a train. And I'm like, what? I looked at this story and somebody had sent it to me and said, Tori, did you know that this happened? This is in Kenosha. And so I'm checking. This happened. This story came out yesterday. CBS News has the coverage. Let's listen, see what took place.
A devastating bit of news that is still developing in Kenosha County tonight. We first brought it to you at 5:30. Authorities say one person died when a train collided with a vehicle in the town of Wheatland this morning. Family members say that person was a grandfather. Our Catherine Merck spoke to those who were near the deadly crash site.
The scene is clear now here in western Kenosha County. I spoke with a man who said he saw the massive response after a man was hit and killed by a train.
A lot of these tracks are running through private property. They're splitting farms in half. So as farmers and workers are going back and forth, it's easy to get complacent.
Matthew Snorrick has lived in this rural area for almost 15 years, where trains come frequently, to the point where these rumbles can easily be disregarded.
Oh, wow. If you've got your window up, air conditioning on, radio going, and they're not blaring their horns in the country. If the corn's tall and it's foggy or hazy, there's a lot of conditions that they're going to have to look at to see why did this happen. But it should never happen. It's really sad.
According to the Kenosha County Sheriff's Office, a person inside a vehicle was hit and killed near County Highway W and 45th Street late Sunday morning. Flight for Life was called to the scene. Matthew took this photo of the response.
I know it's just a barrage of first responder vehicles, a mixture of ambulances and fire trucks and all kinds of rescue vehicles. And I was thinking, oh.
There are still details from officials that haven't been released, like the victim's name. Matthew says no one wants a fast and final memory of their loved one like this.
It's really, really sad. And you think about that, and it's somebody's, mom, dad, sister, a child, neighbor, coworker. We don't know who they are, but I can guarantee this, there's people that love and care about them, and this is going to affect them a lot.
Oh, wow. I spoke with the family of the victim. They said it was their grandfather who died, and they did not wish to speak on camera at this time while they grieve. Reporting in Western Kenosha County, I'm Catherine.
Was Grandpa trying to go to the store? What was the reason where he was at? Well, I'm confused. I mean, was he trying to cross the track to get somewhere? Is this a usual route? Because usually, you get to train tracks, you got to walk over there. I don't know. I think it's a lot of things missing out this story, but once again, my condolences go to the family, because I remember when I used to live out in Iowa and Minnesota, there used to be train tracks, but, they weren't right next door to the house. So, and it was no vehicle. I didn't hear there was a vehicle involved. So did he... I don't know. That's condolences to the family. But once again, we was talking about this show was basically about just, are we in a state of emergency? What are some things that we should be horning in on to make positive change? And I think that many times we look outside ourselves, but I always say we can do it. I believe that we can do it. I believe that we have the energy, the strength, the ingenuity, and I believe that that's not the problem. What I believe is some people, they're waiting for somebody to come and do it for them. Or they're waiting for somebody to be the one to do it, or they're waiting to hear this big speech to get motivated to do it. That's tough, because sometimes you don't get no speech and you got to go do it. Especially when it's something real. Especially when you got to really do some real work. I don't know nobody who can do no real work in the suit. So if you're around a bunch of people wearing suits, 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna get dirty. They not gonna jump in the pot and get dirty. But 833-212 if you want to join the show today. We've been talking about the community. Are we in a state of emergency? What should we be doing? We got Eddie on the lines. Eddie, how you doing, brother Eddie?
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Good day, Tory Low. Good day.
Hey,
how are you?
Brother Eddie. What Grandpa doing on the train track?
My family has a restaurant in that little town. It's not even a town, it's a township is what it is. And my brother is on the fire department there, so... in the old days, I'd call and ask.
Oh, you got a brother that lived there? You got a brother that lived there?
He has the best restaurant.
What?
Yeah, I've got a brother who's got a great restaurant out that way. It's an award-winning Italian restaurant. And I'm going to go ahead and say this to the people at 101.7. My family doesn't have the best pizza in town. It doesn't have the best pizza in Kenosha County, which is very Italian and full of a lot of Italian restaurants and stores and surnames and such. I'm just telling you, my brother has the best restaurant, best Italian pizza in the world. And I'm making that statement. I've had pizza all over. I've had it in Italy, Austin, Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Indianapolis, Annapolis, Minneapolis. My brother Paul has the best pizza in America.
What's the name of the place?
Pizza. Luisa's, Luisas.
And do they do DoorDash?
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. They have delivery guys though. Okay. They have delivery guys. They pay them very well, and I just had a group of contractors pulled up on me and said, we went to your family's restaurant over the weekend. I said, how was it? And they said, it's the best pizza we've ever had. And I said, I told you so. So it's really that good, and I'm not just saying that.
That's what's up.
Nobody doesn't say it's not great. So, Tory, I wanted to talk about a few things here. I think I have a different perspective. When we're talking about policing, And policing, places like State Fair and Winky Blue has a point, and it almost makes it seem like, we know what the policing is about. They're targeting young black males. And when Winky Blue says, hey, it's like, what, we have to police ourselves now? Is it this bad? I've got a different answer to this. It seems like in modern times in this country, when we have problems, it's easier to kick the can down the road and make excuses. So what I'd like to say is, when we couldn't handle the drug issues, we legalized drugs, problem solved. When our kids were failing academically in schools, we changed the grades. We changed the level of acceptance in grade levels in academia. I say that if there's violence in our community, we learn how to accept the violence, and that way it isn't a problem anymore. It's just one of acceptance. So if there's violence in our community, we just go, oh, what's the problem? I accept it. And then, therefore, one less problem. What do you think?
Well, I do see that they curve things around. Since I was coming up, I think that it's more lenient. As I got older, I've seen things become more lenient. I can say that.
Well, Tory, I'm going to ask you something. Do you think, realistically, there's a problem with violence in the African-American community, not just in Milwaukee, but all over America, like Cincinnati?
Well, I think that there's a problem with violence in America, period. America was built on violence. So I think that it's not isolated. Hold on, Eddie. Violence is not isolated to one group or idea. Violence is almost a passage, and that's what's scary.
When you were in Iowa, did you see the kind of violence, let's say, in the capital city of Des Moines, which is it's about the size of Milwaukee, actually, just a little bit smaller than Milwaukee. Did you see people in Des Moines, Iowa, having the homicidal violence that Milwaukee or Chicago or even Minneapolis is having?
Well, I'll say this: in smaller towns, they fight a lot, and I've seen a lot of people go to the hospital on Friday nights, especially on Friday nights, and I seen some people go unconsciously to the hospital. They had they different phases of violence, but when it comes to city life, big city life, you're going to get a more aggressive ideal of violence. But when you're in small towns, I can honestly say, me living in these small towns, there was violence, but it wasn't to the death. They lived to fight another day. I did see that.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you, Tory. I've been to Iowa many, many times, and that is a fighting state. It is. At one time, Tory, the best fighters in America were coming out of Iowa. Do you know that? Tory?
You said the best what?
Fighters in America were coming out of Bettendorf, Iowa.
The wrestlers, yeah.
Yep. So I can see on a Friday night why they'd want to go at it. That's just boys being boys.
Hey,
I guess what I'm saying, Tory, is when the white guys do it,
I'm gonna say this. I got to see a lot that I can't say on the radio. Yeah.
I got you, Tory. Tory, I know I'm gonna go. I gotta get back to painting, Tory. I'm a little bit behind. I think it's gonna rain. Bye, Tory.
All right, Eddie. Hey, look, Truth Nation. When we come back, we'll be joined by advocate Author Elizabeth Brown. Stay locked in right here on Tory Low.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Low Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance can help protect your dream home for whatever comes next. You can live in your own oasis or your own clubhouse. Whatever you choose, get the right coverage. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Dr. Ken Harris with his truth.
Juneteenth signifies the occasion in 1865 when the final enslaved blacks in Texas were notified of their liberation 2.5 years subsequent to the Emancipation Proclamation. The moment when 100% of victims of slavery finally recognized their liberation indicated the principles of the U.S. Constitution came to be universally applicable. This represents a success for Black Americans and a subsequent and significant point in American history, highlighting the nation's alleged dedication to liberty and justice for all. The recent verdict in the murder of Sade Robinson serves as a reminder of the enduring evils and oppression we still face. Despite independence, numerous blacks still encounter exploitation, and they are masquerading as freedom. Commemorating Juneteenth compels us all to acknowledge these realities and compel the nation's past and promote a truthful national narrative. Juneteenth, along with the murder conviction of the disgusting individual who killed Miss Robinson, serves not merely as a celebration, but also as a summons to action. Remember this history in your daily discussions and interactions. If Juneteenth caused the conflation of liberty and justice for Black America, I say one death represented by the murder of Miss Robinson is a denial of liberty and an injustice to all of Black America.
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. About 10 years ago, longtime health industry executive Derek Miles was frustrated. He felt boxed in by the company he worked for. So, when his company was looking to trim headcount, he took a leap of faith.
I raised my hand and said, hey, I'll take the severance package and become an entrepreneur.
First, he created a medical delivery service.
What we did was take the philosophy or the platform for Uber, Lyft, and Grubhub and brought it into healthcare. We actually launched a company and we started delivering prescriptions and vitamins and CBD oil to people's homes.
From there, the ideas kept coming. And today, Miles is founder and CEO of a successful concierge health company called CoreMed, with an impressive list of business partners.
Here we are today providing concierge health and wellness services for bulge bracket banks, family offices, high net worth individuals.
And he's using his position as an entrepreneur of color to elevate more diverse voices. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Brewers outscored the Nationals 38-14 in a 3-game sweep this weekend. They also set a franchise record with 56 hits over a 3-game series and maintained their 2-game lead over the Cubs.
And the Brewers turn a double play, and it's a landslide victory in D.C. The Brewers win it 14-3. It's a Milwaukee mandate. They sweep the Nationals, and the Brewers, the first to 67 wins in Major League Baseball.
The Brewers take on the Atlanta Braves in a 3-game series. Brewers sit atop the MLB at 67-44. The Packers host their first preseason game this upcoming Saturday against the Jets at 7 p.m. The Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
You are listening to The Tory Low Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, please join us for our third annual True Family Fest on Saturday, August 23rd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Riverside University High School. Admission to True Family Fest is absolutely free and a great place to have fun while celebrating with our family and friends. It's going to be a great, amazing time with great music and the opportunity to win some big prizes, including backpacks for the kids. So make sure you save the date for our third annual True Family Fest, Saturday, August 23rd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Riverside High School. True Family Fest is presented by Crash Course Driver Education Center and U.S. Cellular, and also sponsored by Milwaukee Area Technical College, Landmark Credit Union, U.S. Bank, Milwaukee Public Schools, Gruber Law Office, Big Frog Educators Credit Union, and Riverside University High School. Joining me on the lines is advocate Arthur Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Hey, salute, King. Happy Monday.
Hey, happy Monday. Hey, it was a lot of festivals going on this past weekend. A lot of got a chance to talk to a lot of different community members.
We definitely got it in. Salute to all the fair goers and people who was outside, because it was beautiful outside as well. Like, it wasn't too hot. It was a nice little breeze. It was a good time. We seen a lot of people. We, conversed with a lot of people. So it was real powerful. And I thought I had a great time.
Question of the day, are we in a state of emergency? Are we in a crisis as a community? And what do we need to do to move forward?
We've been in a crisis. What we need to do to move forward, again, what we haven't done is hold the upper head accountable. We again, people want to say that we not holding ourselves accountable. Yes, we are. We holding ourselves accountable, but at the same time, we're not making the needed changes that we need to make. My father used to say you have to cut the head off the snake, but the head of the snake is still attached. We were just talking about, the police and how much money they're receiving from the city. Now there's information out here that, the shortcomings of the police, they receiving the full amount of money, Now they're saying they're short-staffed. We have all of these issues that's going on with these entities that's supposed to be guiding the community. That's supposed to be the basis of where we're looking to get all of these ideas from. I think we need more action and less talk from leadership who are receiving the dollars, because the reality is we're not receiving our money's worth. That's the first thing. We robbing Peter to pay Paul, and they're getting raises. When I'm talking about the governor, the mayor, the county exec, all of these individuals are getting paid. And when you think about, again, just like the household, when our children are running amok, the pressure is on the parents, okay? Then it's on the community members. Y'all need to get y'all kids. Y'all need, we need the community engagement. We need this. We need that. We need y'all to do y'all damn job, because that's not happening, okay? And I think the example that needs to be put forth is that we not about to play with them while we're correcting our children, while we're correcting what it is that we're in reach of. We got to make sure that we correcting the hell out of the individuals that we ain't got reach on, because that's where our money at. And it ain't none of this personal. We're not checking you, we checking our money. Because, again, the streets is messed up, the schooling is messed up. All of these things that we're saying messed up have money. And they expecting us to straighten up with less money and nothing to show for our money. This is the word. Yes, we're in a crisis because we have buyer's remorse. We're paying for things that we're not receiving. On top of the fact that the lack thereof inside our community, while we're down there at Bronzeville and we're looking at all of these different things that's taking place. We know that the grocery stores and things like that are not or are closing down. Why? My question to the Uncommon Council, why isn't there more black grocery stores being pushed? You know what I'm saying? Because, again, you and I know, because we ran for office, how when individuals who live in the community who want to open up these buildings, all the red tape we got to cut just to get it, even when we have the right credit score, even when we have what it is that we need. You know, and I have a personal example because when my sister tried to open up in the 7th District, her daycare, Khalif Rainey told her he wanted it to be a coffee shop. Is there a coffee shop there? Hell no. So, again, you know, the L's that we're taking from these individuals who we are paying, who we just gave a damn raise. So are we in a crisis? You damn right. But it's the so-called leadership who ain't doing their damn job, and you can't expect nothing from the bottom if the top is wrong. If the head is not right, what you expecting the body to do?
They ain't my head. I don't know them folks. I'm just messing with you. Hey, but I'll say this. I'll say this. And in the chat, we just got a report that there was a shooting at one of the car washes at Midtown. They're reporting that there's a shooting while the show going on at a car wash. I don't know let's see if we can get any details if the mainstream ideas have started to report it. But I saw somebody go live with the police around the car wash. So whatever took place, they're saying that something happened at the car wash. This is allegedly what they're saying is there was a shooting at the car wash at Midtown right now. That's what's going on.
Prayers up. Hope everybody, come out of that alive. Yes, we're in a crisis. We've been in a crisis since the pandemic, But again, when we're looking at the so-called, what I call misleadership, when we talk about, the violence and reaction and how when you look at the contracts of trying to go in and do certain things, the paperwork, the verbiage, the contract that a person have to go in is automatically set up for failure. You can't do nothing when you go in there because they got all of these regulations that they really don't want our community to be fixed. And that's what we got to also go to looking at, too. They put these people in these roles, and you can have the heart to want to go in and do something, but when you sign that contract, the contract is set up for you to come in there and just be the fall guy. And it's a front to cipher money out of the community. It's a failing entity, and it's put there as a face to make us believe the illusion that they're trying to prevent certain things. But when you look at the contract of the individual who's going in there to take that seat, they hands tied. All they doing is having meetings to have meetings and looking busy, while on the back end they ciphering all the money out of that program. And we still don't know where it's going. So, again,
here we go.
It's a setup.
Well, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts on today's show, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Low.
The Tory Low Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
What builds a strong financial future? It starts with small lessons, like saving a little each day. With U.S. Bank award-winning digital tools, you can track, spend, and save all in one place. Every deposit, every decision turns small steps into lasting opportunities. At U.S. Bank, we're here to help you build healthy financial habits today so you can open new doors tomorrow. Building a future together. U.S. Bank, the power of us. Visit usbank.com/powerofus to learn more. Member FDIC.
You know a thing or two about the moments in life that matter. Maybe this is the most important moment you've encountered yet. By volunteering with AmeriCorps seniors, you can seize the moment, lend a hand, and get back more than you give. We connect you to local volunteer organizations with opportunities that fit your schedule and match your interests. Are you ready to seize your moment? Visit AmeriCorps.gov/yourmoment and get started today.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Low Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, please join us for our third annual Family Fest on Saturday, August 23rd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Riverside University High School. Admission to True Family Fest is absolutely free and a great place to have fun and celebrate with family and friends while also enjoying some great music and amazing food. So make sure to save the date for the third annual Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 23rd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Riverside University High School. Elizabeth Brown, let me get your final thoughts on the show today.
I mean, powerful as always. Again, you're right on point. The frequency is where it's at, and we have to understand that, you know, at the end of the day, like we were talking with everybody, you know, at Bronzeville, that there comes a time where when we are tired as a collective, and again, those of us who are boots on the ground, even the individuals that's, you know, in their silos and doing whatever little work they're doing. Again, everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot. When we collectively decide that we no longer can only look at each other. We have to look at the individuals where our money is going. And if we who boots on the ground get together and apply that pressure to the misleadership, then I think that's change as well. So I think we need the Voltron as those that's doing the work and apply pressure to those that getting paid but not working. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we working. The process, I think, is taking its place. So salute to everybody. And until next time, let's get it.
Hey, thank you, Queen. I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual. Hey, Seems like we got a lot of work to do ahead of us.
Absolutely. Let's get it.
All right, Queen. All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Queen. All right, Tory Low from Waterfall. Green don't always mean go. Let's get it.
All right, Truth Nation. I see y'all in the chat. Salute to everybody that joined the show in the chat. Sometimes I think the chat just be having their own show in the chat. A chat within the chat. All right, salute to everybody that joined the show out there in Radio Land and that hit us on the talk to text and called in to add to the context. Hey, look, keep your head on a swivel. Green don't always mean go, and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Truth Nation, please join us at our 3rd annual Truth Family Fest on